Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 Hi. Hello. Hi. Meow. 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 I think I sound like a sick cat when I do that. I don't think I meow like a healthy cat. I meow like a cat that's like been left in the rain and now it's got bronchitis, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Eli. Hello, Churl. Hello, Shade Kaneko. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. Hi, hi, hello, hi. How is everybody? How is everybody? How is everybody? How is everybody? I was so sleepy today. It's rainy here. It was rainy. I was sleepy. I slept from like 2 to like 5 p.m. and then I had to get a coffee. This cat is not making it out of the shelter. No, I am not. I'm unfortunately not not a cat who makes it out alive. Thank you for the Tilly banishment. Thank you for sending. You've sent 41 Tillys directly to hell. Tilly is now in eternal death prison forever because of you, Eli. Thank you. Convince Q put you on your stream when he raided you last night. Oh yeah, no, he'll just it's a good place. I'm a good babysitter. I'm good at it, right? I can entertain. We're gonna be doing some more of our urban myth dissolution center. We didn't even solve the first case. I streamed for like 4 hours and we didn't even solve the first case. I think it's because we stopped for so long and just like talked about nothing forever. But we're gonna try and at least solve the first case, maybe even the second one if we're feeling productive. I don't know. It's possible to not have that happen though. I think we might not get that far either. But urban myths dissolved. I think we're gonna try. We're gonna try and dissolve at least one. We're gonna try and turn it into like a weird protein based gelatin. Like when you dissolve stuff. Hop on Roblox. I don't think I'm gonna hop on Roblox. I've never played Roblox. It was just like I don't know. I don't know anything about Roblox. As far as I know, it's just a place where like 50-year-old men will groom like a 30-year-old man because they're both pretending to be like 19-year-old girls and like a 14-year-old girl respectively. So I don't have any interest in playing that game for like 5 seconds and then you fell asleep again. You must have been sleepy beepy. Gotta make sure you have a good rest. You gotta make sure you have a good rest. And who knows, the best thing to listen to, the best, wretched tangents to fall asleep to, right? Like awful conversations about vomit to fall asleep to. Roblox is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I was watching another streamer play it like last week or something, and he was playing like Ukraine War Simulator in Roblox, and like he was able to get like a drone and like was doing an Obama voice while he was drone striking like these like 8-year-old kids playing Ukraine War Simulator or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of funny, but I was like, I don't know if I want to get involved with this. You took on Thursday night and it's lasted this long. That's crazy. Gave it a try. Most of their worlds are highly based around gaining points just for being logged in. Oh, it's like a number go up button. It's like a number go up button. Hi, oh my god, hi. Once you hit 75k, you're buying a tag. Hi. Hi, Shrimpy. Hi, Shrimpy Bimpy. Hi, Shrimpus Bimpus. Hello, Shrimpo Bimpo. Hello, hi. Hello, hello, Shrimpling Shrimpo. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Hello, hello, hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. How are you doing? Why do you need 75,000 to buy a tag? If tags are not 75,000, right? They're only 5,000. Tags are not that expensive. You don't need that many. You don't need that many. I promise you that you don't. You can get them for much cheaper than 75,000 unless you're going to like request like 5 tags at once, which you could, I guess in theory, but it would kind of be a little silly, right? You don't want to go below 70k. What All right, are you like is some kind of like points investment scheme that you're running? Like if you don't drop below 70k, something happens. Complete tag rewriting, yeah, complete tag control. One Twitch chatter has complete ownership over the tag economy. It's possible. It could happen. In case you put any sure bets up. Oh, true. Well, if I put a sure bet up, then the payout's not going to be any good because then everyone's going to know what to bet for, right? What am I? What kind of bet is that? Like, I'm like, okay, guys, bet if stream is going to end at some point tonight, and then people are like, well, yeah, he's going to turn it off eventually, you know. Unless that's the one time I do my 72-hour stream and then expire live on twitch.tv, It's possible. It's possible, let me open up the game. Let's go gaming. Let's go crazy funky style. Uh let's see. Okay. You want to buy a postcard? If you go below a certain number, you'll give up. Oh no. Okay, shrimp. All right. We should do some Gamba. We should do some Gamba streams. Hi, I'm on the ceiling still. Thank you for sending Tilly to hell. The markets stay illogical longer than you can stay solvent. That is true. I feel like the brighter mouth and Twitch point economy is definitely I mean, it's pretty stable, but when I decide to run a Gamba stream, it can get a little haywire. It can get a little funky. Thank you for sending Tilly into the abyss, Koger and VT. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. This game was pretty fun. I really enjoyed this game. The animations and the arts are really, really fun. I should do a Gamba stream sometime. I should do, man, I kind of really want to do an Elden Ring playthrough, but like, and then you could do like Gambas on whether I'm gonna get like wiped by a boss or something like that. But I don't want to play randomizer again because that was kind of not fun. I mean, it was fun, but it was like after a while, it was just kind of like, okay, you know, like I can't like really level because like the enemies in which I would gain like 500 souls to like just basic farm are like giant dragons that spit like hot death at me for like 20 minutes at a time. I cried. I didn't cry. I didn't cry, but my arms were really fucked up from the rubber bands. Like I had like all these like welts across my arms, like up and down from the wrist to the elbow for like 2 days afterwards. It was really bad. Don't say the VT in Kogo's name. Why not? Churl_GM. Why would I not say the VT? She hasn't streamed in months. That is true. That is true. She's virtual still, but she's losing the tuber. You know, she's not tube cord anymore. You know, you gotta tube it up again there, sister. Up for Gamba, you need to replenish your horde after shutting down 2 Tilly extinction events. The mass Tilly extinction event was brutal. It was brutal. Kogerin has like 80 kajillion points, and she like loves to take Tilly out back and squish her under her heel. It's awful. It's grotesque. You know, Tilly is just a cute little thing. Hello, Incredible. Welcome in. Welcome in, Incredible. Indeed, Ringcam. Indeed, Ringcam. The world is so cruel. You have 80. You have 80 points. Okay, well, maybe now you have 80 or 80,000 or 80 million or 80,000. 80,000 is just 8,000, isn't it? 80 hundreds. 800s is no 80 hundreds is 8,000, right? Okay, all right. I can understand basic concepts. It's true. Yeah, no, I want to do some more Gamba streams. I should bring back, we should do another, we should do more watch-alongs of Fact or Fiction. Those are always fun. Can I? I can try. I can try. We can do some Gamba streams. You have encountered Kogo too, battling Goon and Kogo the entire time. Yeah, you definitely would have been beaten at that point. You know, the 2-front war. That's like one of the most basic things you know to do is never fight a 2-front war and never try to prevent Kogo from beating Tilly to death with hammers. I guess I don't know. It's really fucked up and weird. All right, let's continue. Load. I'd love to load. I'll keep an ear open. Oh god, that's kind of loud. I'll keep an ear open so just zip on through them. Gotcha, here goes. So we're doing checking on Eiko-san, worry about the heat on Mio-san. Alright. Okay, so look into post flaming Mio and check this out of Eiko-san's place. Came back from eating and the whole room was covered in I love the sad emote and the cry. You know how it is with spaghetti, sister. Me after pasta Thursday. No. You know how it is with spaghetti. Oh no, this is bad. Eiko-san posted like we thought. I can't really see the room, but it's definitely all red. Does this mean Eiko's also a target now? No, she just sucks with... She just can't handle the pasta. She just can't... She's just not Italian pilled. Not Italian core. You know? The price of fame. And I want to see just one post with somebody just like, you know how it is with spaghetti. Please. Please. Where? I need to find it. I need to find it. What is this? Dark Spec News. Dark Spec. What's this about? More like minimal speculation, double serving of delusion. I should check. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's put on our hell glasses. Enter blood vision. I'll take a look to be safe. Dark Spec too much related plus might be worth a look. Go for it. Okay. And then we've got one over here. Shinto News. Sorry, Shinto News. If you listen, if you need to know about Pasta Thursdays, then I can't help you. let's see. What is this one? Her past content didn't earn that kind of rep. This one's the real thing. All right, let's search. We'll search dark spec news. Results. Wow. Click here. Dark spec news. What do they say? The article itself is mostly just a recap. Blog has our portion to scare readers. Buyer beware, speculation free. Good, comfy mode, comfy emotes. Pog team. TLDR, please. Generic man 449. Go signature money shot. That's so gross. Let's see. Let's see. Security footage. I mean, guys, have you guys seen like any of those videos where it's like, or like those live streams where it's just like streaming from the inside of like a chicken coop and it's got all the cute little chickens? I love that kind of stuff. I want to do one of those one day. But like just like the inside of my house and we can just follow Bubby around when everyone's away. You know, we just do Bubby cam. Yeah, it would totally, nothing would go wrong to just link everybody into the complete CCTV system of my house, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong to do that, right? Surely nothing bad could happen there. All right, let's put on our hell vision. Don't put me in the coop. I don't need to be in the coop for 24 hours. That's a long time, all right? Although I did remember watching, I think there was a GoPro. Oh, we could strap a GoPro on Bubby, but that's like immediate face docs, because the first thing that Bubby does upon seeing anybody is she like gets up in their face and you can like sticks her nose in your eyeball. So I think a GoPro probably would not work, but like I could do like I mean, we're gonna be having a hand cam stream this month, so we'll be doing one of those soon anyway, for the anniversary, which I'm gonna announce probably tomorrow. So we'll have that coming up already, but I don't know about Bubby Cam, unfortunately, because she'll just immediately face dox everybody. So, which is not what we want to do. Should we check the security camera angle? Check and make sure, yeah. Let's see. Okay, security camera. Ooh. Dark spec news. No, fuck. Let's see. We need to find the name of the place, I guess. Let's see. Support for Bloom 30, Mio Sato. Was this Mio issue? Okay. Only suggested because I've seen cat owners do that with the KC if they get up to when they wander the area. It would be really cute. It would be really cute and fun, I think. But I think the problem with Bubby is that like all she does is like she doesn't like do much during the day. She kind of just like lazes around on the floor, and like sometimes she'll get into the trash, or sometimes she'll like go outside and like chase her own tail for 15 minutes, and then but then like the rest of the time she spends is just like sitting on top of my roommate and staring him into the eyes, you know. Do we want to look at Shinto news? Just completely ignore them. How could she possibly keep up? No. Let's see. Seems legit. How come they are catching this dude? TLDR, please. This one, the place is security cams? Not sure about Mio's place. Let's see. Furniture and floor ruined. People terrifying creatures. Got you, Mio. Bloom 30. Bloom 30. Mio stealth count. Protector girl. Zammy seems they're onto you. Oh, okay. That's us. True Bubby. Exactly. She's true Bubby. She's true blue. True blue Bubby for you. Is there a really strong reaction to the worst protector girl? Huh, this is less about interest and more like, huh. I wouldn't scroll through that, but go for it if you want. Let's do security camera. Combine these ones. No results. Let's try this one. Okay. Okay. Where's the girl who was all, don't say bad things about Mio when you don't know her? She runs for the hills after just one post. Oh yeah, we're gonna take some L's. We're gonna catch some strays. Azami, you're gonna take some strays here. Saw this coming. I wouldn't read the rest, Zami. Huh? Little white knights getting self-validation by pretending to care for others. A dime a dozen. What is this fucking image? I hate this dude's face. This dude looks like he's like suffering indigestion. I feel like people with unibrows could be so much more expressive if they really master being able to do like the worm with their eyebrows. You know, I'm not quite sure what kind of muscles you'd have to flex in order to like make a motion go from one end of your eyebrows to the other, but I feel like you'd get like a lot of value out of that if you had like a unibrow. Maybe they'd come back into fashion if you could do like party tricks with it, you know? Like I feel like unibrows are like under an untapped fashion possibility. You know, I don't know. I just feel like too frequently are. Not that I have one. I don't have a unibrow. I have a very nice, well-defined set of brows. T. Frida Kahlo. Hey, listen. You know, she was onto something. Okay. There's nothing. Listen, I don't have a unibrow myself. But for those who do, I feel like if I had one, I would work hard at like being able to do cool tricks with it. You know. Or like I would like draw little legs underneath and like a little caterpillar's head on the other side, you know, and then be like, hey guys, check out what I can do, and like make the caterpillar walk across my forehead. I think that would be a pretty cool way to like, you know, do that. Gotta do the way with it. Exactly. You could have like a little drawing of like somebody in like a somebody underneath an umbrella, like they're sitting at the beach, and there's like your unibrow is the undulating ocean. The undulation unibrow, the unibrow unulations. I don't know where I'm going with this. Probably get Sugar Daddy herself. Too bad though. Lol, Miyasato, Bloom 30, clearly same person, 100%. Let's see. One person pity party and they toss their toy to the ground when the going got rough. Oh my god, this is kind of mean. This is kind of tough. Let's see. Let's see. What is this? Why is this person laughing? Nothing to laugh at. We got our scapegoat. Don't ruin the fun or some such. Makes no sense. You want to calm down, but people in the poster, I enjoy piling onto somebody, but why? Any scapegoat will do. In those cases, just feel to happen to show up here. That's just terrible. Yeah, it is kind of terrible. I feel like I can't do anything with the security camera. Really? Nothing here? Okay. Dark fart news. Hello, Lala Amanita. Lala Amanita, queen of 3rd grade math. How are you doing? I was watching Lala stream and she was suffering painfully from doing basic math, you know, but you know what? I believe in her. I believe in her truth. You know, tell the people, Lala, that you are not afraid of your times tables. It's very possible. Still rocked by that. I mean, listen, I'm the last person to start talking shit about being able to do basic problem solving, considering how I was playing this game. But I stand by my fellow soldiers in the trenches. Me and Lala were in the trenches of being streamers with our brains pouring out of the sides of our heads while we try to do stuff. Still rocked by that. Oh, that's painful. You have Dyscalculia. It also sounds like a vampire name. That sounds like the name of a vampire who, like, hey man, I'm here to like suck all the numbers out of your bloodstream, you know? Like I don't know, man. Have you guys ever read the book The Phantom Tollbooth? There was like a whole like it was a book I read when I was a kid, you know, and there was like a whole like story about like I mean the story wasn't about this, but like there was these characters that was like the king of numbers and then like the emperor of letters and stuff like that, and they were two brothers who had like opposing kingdoms. And there was this whole bit where like they were like just really pissy with each other because they were like, actually the alphabet's better, and the other guy was like, actually numbers are cooler, and it was really fun to read as a kid. But they used like the long division symbol in math is like one of the scariest looking things you can ever see. Like when I see that like little V line, like numbers and symbols and stuff like that and letters, I can deal with looking at those in an equation. But if you give me like the long division symbol in between those things, I freak the fuck out. I don't know what it is. I can't handle that. Every time I'm bad at math, I just use my ult of I have math dyslexia. Numbers are cool. Math is cool as long as I don't have to do it, you know? Like long division kind of makes me freak the fuck out. I don't know. And it's not even like I used to know how to do long division. I don't anymore. I forgot about it. But it's like I don't know, just don't put it in front of me. I'll cry. Let's see. I guess we didn't get anything out of this. There are more numbers between 0 and 1 than there are integers. It hurts me to think about that because I feel like math is cool when other people do it. I agree. The odd one here, you love doing math. Math is cool. I think math is cool. You know what? I will say that I enjoyed math when I understood what to do with it, which is like, duh, of course, you're going to understand anything when you understand it better. But it's like, I'd never had such a stark contrast between something I didn't understand and a dislike of it versus something I did understand and then really enjoying it. Like, math was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot when I understood how to do it, but like the breadth of experience of emotions that I would experience when I was understanding versus not understanding math was insane. The gulf was crazy. Never learned to long divide or long multiply. You too busy watching Boogie Pop Phantom in the computer lab. Yeah, Kogerin was out there watching Perfect Blue in the computer lab, and she got called down to the office. You know what? That's your story to tell. I'll let you tell that story. I'll let you tell that story. Infinite sets having sizes is a funky concept, but also some of them track. I don't like. I understand conceptually how like. I mean, okay, when I say understand conceptually, I understand understanding the concept of it, you know? Like, I don't understand the concept. I understand how people can understand it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at in regards to, like, any math above, like, basic stuff to, like, calculate how much I'm gonna pay at the grocery store. Math is cool, but it's really weird, like no numbers, all hypothetical formulas about infinite spirals. See, like, again, that's one of those things where that's the thing where it's like, I understand the concept of understanding the concept. Like, I think it's cool that people out there understand and can parse what it means. Do I understand and parse what it means? Will I ever be able to do so? Probably not, but do I think it's interesting? Yes. Lane, it was Lane. All right, well, you know what? There you go. Why would you say such a thing? Oh, we're experiencing our bullying. We're going under our bullying arc. I don't know if there's anything even here to look at. I don't know. Security cam footage. How come they are catching this dude? TLDR, please. The price of fame. What is this one? How is this part of being famous? What matters who came through around that red ink? Furniture and floors are ruined. Exactly. Famous for her place from just one pick. Wow. I love putting random graph equations in the calculator and watches the image stack on the graph. Oh yeah. I remember, like, I think like I remember friends being like, hey man, you gotta put this and this number in your graphing calculator, and it would spell out like boobs or whatever, which is always really fun. That was a classic. Or like you'd like have like the dude who like drew like crazy pictures in his like TI like it was like TI 80 calculator or something. Oh, by the way, speaking of the TI calculators, mods, execute that motherfucker. Mods, drag that motherfucker out in the street and string him up on a cross. Mods, thank you for beating that motherfucker to death with hammers. Speaking of TI 80 calculators, those things were so unnecessary. I'm sorry, but like, we did not need those fucking calculators. The TI 82s, yeah. Those things were like, you use those and like, people at like NASA use those fucking things, right? Like, those things were insane. Like, we did not need those. You still have yours? Hell yeah, sister. In math class, I would sleep or play the games on the fancy calculator. Then they put you in special ed math? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay, we can do this. You showed End of Eva to your class, got in huge trouble for God raised naked boobers, but it was high school, so frankly, they need to stop being #woke. I mean, you were that girl, weren't you? You were the one who went up to the front and was like, push his glasses up on nose. I'm going to show everybody End of Evangelion. It's a superior animation from the nation of Nippon. Much better than all the unsophisticated Philistine material you've all shown. Push his glasses up on nose again. The light reflects off them because you have a little thing installed to make it do that. That's you. That's you. Mouth on real voice. Fuck you. Incredible. That's not my real voice. I don't sound like that. I have the smooth voice. I have the smooth voice of a hamster caught in a caught in a bowl speaking into an echo machine. Do not +2 that. Do not +2 that. They were like $100 to still only use it for long division. Exactly. Put my voice filter back on. Stop. It's not my real voice. Never did have the games were fun. The games were fun. I agree. The games were fun. What was all I remember doing about it? Let's see, no result. I guess we just need this one. Making my classmates watch the penis monster part from Beau is Afraid. You know, anytime you say the phrase penis monster, an angel gets its wings, to be honest with you. An angel gets big penisy wings, to be honest with you. I like that Texas Instruments made TI-84 and also the camera used on the Javelin anti-tank missile. Learning that Texas Instruments was like a weapons manufacturer, like a weapons designer, like adjacent company, was fucking mind-blowing, by the way, you know. Nice, I'm not a C-Cub. Wait, are these +2s increasing Incredible's bust size? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Incredible's stealing my +2s? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is not fair. This is not fair. These are my +2s, Incredible. You can't do this. You can't do this. No comment. Bad luck from Yosato. Hanging with a drama queen can do that to you. Guess who? Oh, this is like this dickhead with an ugly face. Doctor, docs. Name and address on the box. Papas with sugar on top. Karma sucks for sugar dating bitches. Holy moly. The red room. Okay. Let's look at the red room. Your +2 is for Incredible. It was for me. Any +2 in this chat is immediately for me because I need all the inches I can get. Okay. All right. You know, the fact, I mean, like, I'm kind of still stuck on the idea that, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, you want to diversify your portfolio in terms of, like, being a weapons manufacturing company. But it kind of surprises me that you diversify into, like, calculator sales. I mean, if you can, why not? But don't -2 me. Don't -2 me. Do not. No, that's a -2 for Incredible. Actually, that's fine. All right, that's fine. It's not me. Dodges bullet. I don't know. I kind of feel like, I mean, like, isn't it the case where, like, weapons manufacturing and, like, world wars, like, contribute to some of the greatest leaps in technology? Like the internet was, like, a government project that they were using, like, 10, 15 years easy before it, like, became anything close to publicly accessible. I think I need Family Guy dead pose emote. No, I don't. I don't need that. Oh, there we go. This is their personal information. War is good for tech advancements. It doesn't surprise me. It is kind of unfortunate, but I think figuring out new and exciting ways to blow each other to smithereens is like one of the best things to do for, like, you know, finding other ways to put people back together after they've been blown to smithereens, you know, right? Like you invent the like people invent mustard gas, you know, and then they invent the mask to prevent you from, like, having your lungs come out of your eyeballs when you inhale mustard gas. And then they invent, like, you know, like, all sorts of other funky shit to like kill each other, and then ways to not get killed by those things, and ways to, like, stitch you back together after you've been blasted by, like, a giant tank shell. And then, like, 20 years later, like, they find that, like, I don't know, the surgical techniques for stitching people back together after they've been ripped in half by, like, an Abrams tank is, like, good for some kind of, like, new, like, pesticide production method. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Let's search these together. No, not. Oh, security camera. Results found. Wow. How about this then? +2 to the power of 294. It's big number. See, easy, big number. You should. It's more than 10. It's more than 10 at least. Easy. I'm so smart. Radar to detect enemy planes. True, just like Metal Gear Solid. Exactly. I mean, all right. To be fair to Metal Gear Solid, that's just a toxic yaoi story, cloaked in the American military industrial complex. I mean, really, I would say the Metal Gear Solid story is way less about military industrial complexes and much more about being, like, an old gay man, I think. Like when people on TikTok recreate mustard gas in their toilet because they're using random cleaning products together. I've seen those images. Have you ever, like, those videos? So what Lala's talking about is, like, there's these TikTok videos of people who are like join me in, like, my cleansing like experience as I mix like bleach and ammonia in my sink to like make these really cool colors and crystals and shit like that. And like you look and they've got like 18 different cleaning products all in their sink, and they're like stirring them barehanded, and you see them just like, yeah, it kind of makes your skin feel like tingly and prickly. That's just the bad vibes leaving your body as you wash your soul in the sink full of magic chemicals. And it's like, dog, that's not that. That's your skin slowing off of your body. That's your nerve endings curling up and dying as you fry them in bleach. Spidey still remember what that symbol means. What the heck? I'm not that dumb. I recognize things and symbols. I can like point at stuff and say like name of image, you know. When is the trying recipes from the Anarchist Cookbook stream? Do you like it when I have all of my limbs? I really appreciate having all 10 fingers, you know. I was born with 10 fingers, and I don't intend to lose any of them at any point. Kojima's genius is boundless. True. The powers that be want to gatekeep crystal. Exactly. Churl's right. I mean, well, when you think about it, we could do like a cool crystal making stream. It'll just be my last one. That'll be my graduation stream when I make cool crystals and then die of mustard gas poisoning. You don't need all of them. I'm pretty sure, me personally, I need all of them. I can't afford to lose a finger. I'm already bad enough at like basic household tasks. You know, like I struggle to like, I like had like a can of coffee before stream, and I struggled to open that motherfucker because like my nails were so blunt and short because I just clipped them, and I struggled to pull the tab. It was really hard. If I had less fingers and less grip strength, it would be a nightmare. It would be so hard. One of your favorite YouTubers is missing a finger. Is he your favorite YouTuber because he doesn't have all his fingers, or for other reasons? I think the missing finger part is a red herring here. I don't think that's part of it. You were saying I was dumb, just surprised you remember the meaning of it, so I don't like math. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I don't like math, so it's fair. Cam old or what? What do they mean here? Video fuzzy, kind of unclear. Are they from Boober Eats? Me when I shop at Boober Eats. Anybody want to order from Boober Eats? This is like a Twitter OC post. This is like they'd be like, oh, order from Boober Eats, and it's like a Twitter OC with like crazy like hips and ass and like tits proportions, and like the way they make her look like really like thick is because she has a tiny head, you know. You can be my second favorite 9-fingered streamer. I don't know. I don't think having a non-optimal amount of fingers is what's gonna propel me to stardom. I don't think that's what it is, you know. She's your favorite YouTuber for other reasons, but she is missing a finger. Lose a finger, say no with shrimp. You stay the fuck away from me with your incredibly sharp knives. Bulbar. Isn't that the word for beaver? Incredible. Isn't that like the Finnish word for beaver? Colombe is good. It was the Starbucks brand because I just got it from my grocery store. Looks like a man in the video. Super fuzzy. Deliver guy, perhaps? Someone's order for late night munchies ramen. Let me see. 11 p.m., 11:15 or so. This is the dude who delivered spaghetti for Spaghetti Thursday. You know, like this is pasta Thursday night, and this is the dude who delivers the pasta, and then, you know, it's like, you know how it is with spaghetti, right? This is the man. He's guilty. He's guilty. Pasta Thursday. Peak female form. Tiny. You know what? There's nothing I like more than a girl with a tiny head. You know, that's forget like legs and hips and belly. It's actually all about cranial. We're just going back to phrenology. It's all about cranial shape. You know, Pasta Thursday goes kind of hard. Pasta Thursday goes hard in the sense where you know how it is with spaghetti, right? Just got my pasta. Had a rough Pasta Thursday, chat. Check it out. Look at what happens. Polish, but it is beaver. I knew it. I don't know where I knew that. Where did I knew that to me? Don't speak of you Uber Eats craving the grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell. Oh, I bought some soup for after stream. I got some soup and some naan bread for after stream, so that's what I'm gonna have. I like my women with microcephaly and that cranial shape, brainless. Exactly. All right, Pin. Good. We do enjoy a hot babe with microcephaly. Actually, you know, I've never. You know what I'll say? I've never met a woman with microcephaly that I didn't love. Right? You know, my bar is incredibly high. Way too sus for a contractor. Yo, Popo, we found your man. Actually, it was all me. It was this guy. I don't know how to react here. No info to speak of, not much to react to. It was this guy. This dude's guilty. Looks like an electrical contractor. Looks like it. They're wearing what seems to be a company-issued work uniform. Suspicious individual. Okay. Okay, let's try red room security camera. Anything? No. Let's just do red room. No. Red room Miyosatsu. Red room Mason Shin Nakamachi 2. No. Red room Dark Spec News. Hello Fizzbuzz. Welcome in. Hello Fizzbuzz. We're talking about Pasta Thursday. Fizzbuzz, I have a question for you. Do you think this is an unusual response to Pasta Thursday? This is what happens, you know. Tai Mishi comes to your house for Pasta Thursday and he leaves your house like this. What do you do? What do you do? Incredibly... you would not? I mean, listen, man. This is what happens when you're unprepared for Pasta Thursday. Ty leaves you a well-constructed bowl of pasta on your desk, and if you just can't handle it, you just go crazy. You know, he gives you pasta of a caliber that you're just not ready for, and you just lose your shit. You know, uninvited from IHOP night. Don't say that. Don't say that. You can't say that. Average Italian curse. I love the idea, you know. Oh, push-ups. No, you're punishing me. You're punishing me for my simple commentary about explosive Pasta Thursdays. All right, fair enough. We'll do some push-ups. Here we go. Okay, stretchies. Okay. Okay, push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, there we go. And a sippy. I will take a sippy, thank you. I got a fresh thing of water. Do not ever pasta slander you. That's a terrifying smile. I will I've learned the error of my ways. I'm sorry. Thank you for the sippy. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna try and put our keywords together. I'm surprised that Red Room doesn't give us anything. Too many search results. Please add search terms to try again. Did I try these ones already? I'm missing a search term probably. We already did this one. Oh, the lab near the Shin Naka 2 place. Okay, rumor. I feel like Shin Naka. Oh no, that's this one. I feel like the word lab would also be important here. You know, I feel like, I don't know, man. I haven't been to IHOP ever. I mean, I've been to IHOP before, but I've never been to IHOP and left with a good experience. I've never been to IHOP and left and be like, huh, that was an enjoyable meal. I've left IHOP and I've been like, hey man, you know, I feel like I feel like I'm dying of like nicotine poisoning, you know? It's rough. Rumors in Red Room. Nice, okay. You want to hop an IHOP? That's, you know, you can be the one-legged waitress. Incredible. Incredible is our beautiful one-legged waitress at IHOP. I'm not there for a good experience. I'm there for cake pancakes. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And that's why you can always find me at IHOP. One-legged? Yeah, IHOP. That's because she's got one leg. How do you think she gets around? She hops. You know, what happened to your other leg? You sold it in order to work for IHOP. Right? Any woman who works, oh man, I guess it's, I should be gender inclusive. Any woman, man, or otherwise who wants to work at IHOP, they have to sell a leg so that they can keep the company's image of hopping. If you get a Sando there, it's pretty normal. I don't remember the last time I've ever been, but it's definitely never been a good experience in memory. Buried treasure under Mio's apartment. I mean, would you guys, listen, man, if there was buried treasure under my house, I would probably be like, hey, I feel like, we should, instead of like having like 80 million like bloody ghost men attacking me in the night, you could just ask. You could be like, hey man, there's treasure under your house. Do you want to like help us dig it up and like split it? I'd be like, yeah, totally. I mean, maybe they don't want to split it, but still. Can't you just pretend? Absolutely not. This is the proud corporate image of IHOP we're talking about. You know, you absolutely have to show respect. Don't think I've been to this since I was a child. Me neither. Waffle House is way better. I've never been to Waffle House. I've never been to Waffle House before, but I do want to try it. They just don't have them up here. They don't have them where I'm at. I'm in the northeast. They don't have them. I went to touch Masons in Nakamachi 2 and get a reading. I could hear whimpers from the earth. They must be from lost spirits begging for salvation. This is just Twitch chat. Twitch chat is also just lost spirits begging for salvation. You know, there's a Waffle House an hour from your house. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Lala, if you go there, you have to go there like 3 or 4 in the morning. That's when they make the best stuff. That's so far. An hour? An hour is not far. An hour is like a basic drive. That's okay. I'm not like making fun of you, and I'm not like dunking on you for this incredible, but it's a really cool thing to see the difference between like European people's concepts of like distance in terms of driving. Because it's like for European people, if you drive an hour, you're in a different country. In America, if you drive an hour, you're just an hour away from where you started. You know, like it's like if I drove an hour in my state, I would still be in the same state. I would just be like, you know, I would just be an hour away from my house. You know, I wouldn't be anywhere else significant. You know, but like if you drive for like an hour in France, you can be like in Germany or like Italy, shit like that. It's really, really, really cool. I love seeing it on display. And I think, man, you hate America. You're gonna love America. You have to come to America for MouthCon, okay? We have to have you come to America for MouthCon, and then we'll be like, watch this incredible. Get in the car, and then we'll drive for like 4 hours, and you'll be like, what am I looking at? And we'll be like, we're driving. Wow. You went to one in Florida once. It was like 4 a.m. That's when you can engage in combat. Yeah, Waffle House is like the Fighters Guild from Oblivion, basically. A triangular black metal pillar. A monolith. Red room curse in years. Pop-up is an as a notification. Yep, you have the pop-up so she's messing with you like a chain letter. When you die from closing the pop-up. Now we both be goners. Okay. Furthest north is Pennsylvania, upper edge of Maryland. Yeah, that's I live further north than that. I live further north than that. I thought the Red Room Curse was one where a taxi drives you to a building. Confusing it for something else. One of the versions out there, like you supposedly peek into the Red Room. Other urban myths have different legends. Okay, so we have 2 out of 3 clues. What do we want to do? Rumors, my son? Nothing. Rumors, security camera? No. We should probably see something else here. The culprit is still nearby, probably. Even if they have such power, it's not really helping. Not for helping others. I guess that's it for everything here. The Waffle House in a different state. The Northeast is probably the closest to like... The Northeast is probably the closest to like Europe that you would get. As you go further west in America, the states get bigger and bigger and bigger. But the Northeast is kind of similar to Europe in terms of if you drive for a certain amount of time, you'll end up in a different state. But it's still like you're still in like, you know, it's not as drastic, you know, like you like going for like people don't speak different languages. The food isn't too markedly different, you know, like if you drove from like I don't know, Vermont to New York, maybe you'd hear some different accents, but other than that, nothing crazy. Are you gonna get buried in the desert? I mean, listen, who am I to spoil the surprise, right? Like all I'll say is I shoot to mate, okay? You know, like what they say is like if you're gonna point a gun at somebody, you better be ready to pull the trigger. I'm always ready, but I never shoot to kill. I only shoot to mate. You know, as a true red-blooded American. Let's see, what did we try? It's the oldest part of the USA. Yes, it is our original 13 colonies are the Northeast. I live in one of our 13 colonies, I think. I'm not sure which one it is. I mean, I know it is. I'm not sure which one. Depends on the direction you drive for the DMV. Yeah. Can MouthCon be in Las Vegas? MouthCon is gonna be in the middle of the desert because we're gonna go out there and then I'm gonna step out in the sun and you're gonna watch me ignite into like a roiling ball of fire, and then everybody gets like a portion of my net worth. That's how MouthCon's gonna go. Friends in the UK are blown away by how big the individual states are. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of funky how big they are. Texas, yeah, somewhere. Do you get to eat my corpse? You can. I mean, you know, you can. No results. Oh, maybe we could try Dark Spec News for rumors. This might get us somewhere. What the heck? Security camera rumors. I'm surprised. I'm so kind of surprised, like, gigantic pitch black metal obelisk does not give us any hits here. Basically just Burning Man. Yes, a very literal Burning Man. Yes. Finally, you'd be happy to visit Australia. I mean, Australia is even bigger than America, I feel, isn't it? It's just like the entire central portion of Australia is like literally uninhabitable. Like that, there's a reason why everybody in Australia lives on the coastlines. It's because the center, like the heartlands of Australia, are like uninhabitable, like hell desert. You know, it makes you wonder what kind of stuff is out there, though, right? Mia, I feel like I'm making connections where there is none. Just Red Room. What am I missing? Let's see. No, this one didn't have anything. It's where they did nuclear tests too. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. Like that's kind of where you need to do nuclear tests, right? If you had to do a nuclear test, you'd want to do it in some sort of like godforsaken desert where no one can ever live. And if you like, there's like so many signs in Australia where it's just like, if you go beyond this point and you are not obscenely prepared, you will die. There are pictures of it everywhere, signs everywhere. Armadillo steaks. Wasn't armadillos the one we were talking about? Floridian armadillos that give you leprosy. I don't think you guys should eat the leprosy meat. I don't think you guys should eat that. You pick more than one keyword at once. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I'm not getting anything. Maybe I'm just not picking the right combinations. Huh. I feel like I'm missing something with Red Room. I already have this one, yeah. That's why you said it? Awful. Awful. Do not. Malfcon will not have leprosy. Alright? Malfcon will not have leprosy. You was 11 and you went without your parents. Oh my god. Australia is no place for a child. Alright? Australia is no place for a child. Area 51 is a scary place in the USA. Got friends in Australia say everything there wants to kill you. Yeah, no, Australia is a dangerous place. It was a penal colony. That was where we sent prisoners and hoped that they'd never come back. But we saw how that backfired. I feel like security. Red Room is a red herring. I'm gonna red herring you. You're red. I already have this one. No. Yeah, like that's where they would send. Incredible. You're British. You should know this, right? That was where the United Kingdom would send prisoners. They would just put them on a boat and they would send them over to They would just send them over to like Australia in order to hope that they died, right? Place in Hawaii that used to be leper colonies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would kind of want to visit a leper colony, not for the leprosy, but because I feel like it would be really interesting to see like if you had like what kind of traditions and rituals people would develop over a long enough amount of time. They probably never lived long enough to develop anything, but I feel like conceptually like a colony of people isolated on an island with like an extreme culture of dying painfully from disease would probably invent some really interesting cultural norms. It's like social media I haven't commented on. Oh, I have to do that for all of them? Okay. I guess I'll just do it for all of them. You just making a bad penis joke? In my opinion, there's no such thing as a bad penis joke. All penis jokes are good, you know, except yours actually. That was the only bad one. Oof! Ouch! My bong zone. Plus 2, incredible. Incredible. You're gonna have such insane back pain after all this. I'm sorry. I guess we're just gonna go through all of them and just one by one, which kind of feels lame. I feel like I really want to I wanted to like use my incredible powers of deduction, but you know the history of Aussies. That's unfortunate for you. I feel like that's that's not true. Every single Australian person I've met have been very nice people. Really fun to party with too. I knew a dude, an Australian guy that I met when I went to Japan, what he would do, he challenged, we were like staying in like a little like hostel. We were staying in like a hostel, and there was this Australian dude who would sit outside like on like the sidewalk, and like if you walked by and you were foreign, he'd just be like, hey man, you want to try to beat me in a foot race? And he would just like challenge every single random person who went by to beat him in a sprint down the road. And of course I took him up on the offer. And as we were running, some woman came like out from behind a building, and the Australian guy plowed directly into her, and he got in like a huge amount of trouble because he just like bowled over this poor Japanese woman who was trying to cross the street, you know? What the fuck? I was never gonna find that. Did she die? She was fine, and she seemed to like, it was late at night, so it was kind of like, oh, you know, like drunk foreigners being weird, you know? And she kind of took it well. But we felt really bad. He got in trouble. He got in trouble from like the people who ran the place, because they were like, hey man, you can't just be like running into complete strangers outside of our building, you know? So he got in trouble with those folks. Get the burners ready. Oh no. All right, we gotta figure this out. All right, we're in Pasta Thursday right now. You know how it is with spaghetti. It's how you power your Brian. Wow. I feel like Family Guy's ruined the name Brian for me, because it's like I can't meet a guy named Brian without thinking of like that one dude who got a tattoo of Brian the dog from Family Guy when they did the Family Guy death, you know, the bit, right? You have a Family Guy dog. Oh no. Your brain cyst is named Brian. Why? I feel like I knew another girl with a brain cyst. Hers was called Timmy. It was Timmy the Tumor, I think is what she called him. It was pretty solid. Why would this happen to Aiko-san's room too? If the man stalked both of them and got to Aiko-san's place, why turn it red? Maybe there's some kind of meaning to the red room after all. This dude is just really unhappy with the paint job. Timmy the Tumor is awesome. Oh look, he's having so much fun. Look at how much fun this guy's having. What the heck? He's having a blast. All right. Brian's just named Brian because he lives in your head rent-free. Like, yeah, like from Family Guy. Lala sits in her room and thinks about Brian from Family Guy for like, you know, hours at a time. Dr. Pimple Popper. Ugh, oh god, I have a coworker who loves to watch popping videos on her lunch break. She'll eat and watch them at the same time. I can't even look into her room while she's doing it. It's so gross. Your sister's dead dad is named Brian. Kind of an L, but we're also talking about Family Guy, so, you know, be a little more respectful, Shrimp, kind of, you know. I'm sorry, no, that was kind of mean. You watch them sometimes too. That's a workplace social violation. It's really gross, but it's also like, you have to like go into her room and like look over her shoulder because she's watching them on her phone. You know, it's like, like you have to like kind of go out of your way to kind of see what she's doing. So I don't really get annoyed with it because I just don't go in there. You know, girl watch. Your friend is dating a guy named Brian. Ask him if they refer to him as not Family Guy Brian. I read a story once where they were like, yeah, like at my job, or no, it was some dude who was like, yeah, like we had a cat named like Michael, and then my sister started dating a guy named Michael, and because the cat Michael was there first, we decided to call the new guy Human Michael, and Human Michael was very unhappy about it. So that's like, you know, one way to handle your same named dogs and people. It's truly evil. The man under the bed. Or is it actually? He's talking with Aiko-san. Are both shadows from the same point in time? Look closer. The shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes like the uniform's maintenance crews wear. Someone she's working with. Do not like when animals have human names. Well, I mean, like, what do you, like, what would you name? I feel like human names are fine. You know, like, I feel like when you name a cat something like, oh god, when you name a cat something like, like Vincent. I think that's pretty good. I think dog names can be simple, cats names can be sophisticated. Like dogs can be named like John, or like this is my dog Andrew. You know, versus like this is my cat Bartholomew. This is my cat like I don't know. This is my cat Isabella. Right? Those are good people names for animals. Versus like this is my dog Lamp. You know, this is my cat named I don't know, like Eyebrow, right? Dog Pumpkin Spice Latte. See, that's a good one. Sister had second-degree burns that grew and merged to cover her shins. I'm not gonna read the rest of that out, but that is gross. That's so gross. One of the dogs you look after is called Everest. So Everest is both a people name and a mountain. You know, I feel like if I was named Everest, I feel like my parents wanted me to climb this mountain. How many people do you think named Everest are dead on Mount Everest? How many do you think there's like a non-significant number? Do you think it's like statistically relevant? Where like, yeah, people named Everest or have like this compulsion to climb Mount Everest, you know? Bartholomew Von Tinkasticks? That's a good name. Looks like a lot like shadows splattering blood in the back of the room. This one looks heavily built. Feels like the shadow could be important. Should dig deeper. Okay. Look again. This shadow is Eiko-san working. Observe the movement. He's dead, but not because of climbing Mount Everest. All right, well, again, L for dead grandpa. Didn't climb Mount Everest, even though his name was Everest. He's very focused on work. Her mouth is twisted into a grimace. Eiko-san is intense, even when working alone. What a thing to watch. Kind of scary. I like this dude having a party. This dude's going crazy. Shadows are so wild and scary. What's it doing? Look closer. Huge L. Kind of an L grandpa. L grandpa. You know. Is he messing up the papers on the desk or maybe looking for something specific? Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Somebody's just not been paying their electricity due, I guess. Their electricity bill. Whoa, the shadow's throwing something at us? Not quite throwing. It's when they splattered blood all around and made the room all red. Look closer. Was this before or after Mio and Eiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? What about the shadow splattering blood? Okay, let's leaving the hell dimension. Examine. Even the fancy bed is all red. We're changing the sheets to be enough to get it clean. This guy covered in spaghetti sauce is having a great spaghetti Thursday. Yeah, would you say it was a good spaghetti Thursday when it ended up like this, or a bad one? I feel like it's kind of a, depending on what you wanted out of spaghetti Thursday, right? Like if depends on what you were aiming for with spaghetti Thursday. Good, smile, yeah. I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you there. It's kind of a good end result to spaghetti Thursdays. It's just as bad here at Eiko's as Mio's place was. Wild. The fancy carpet and furniture are done for too. Bummer. How are things on your end? What happened on your end? I was waiting for the car parked nearby, or in the car. I struck a rush in and he sounded trouble. First, the two headed out together. Probably to eat something, like you mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. A short while later, Eiko suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone, yelling about how the room's all red, get in here, and so on my end. And what did the boss man make you do meanwhile? I was checking Mio's room. Phew. I almost bumped into the man and had to hide under the bed. It's a long story, so I'll report everything later. Almost met the dude? Getting tossed in the deep end much. Good thing I came to pick you up. About the shadow. Jasmine, I can see a weird shadow left in this room. Probably the culprit who made the room all bloody. Means you just cracked the case, yeah? I can't make out his face, just that he's almost certainly the culprit. Then how about this to be sure? Check if Eiko and Mio ever left the room besides when they went out to eat. Good idea, I will. Okay, hi. Side ponytail, have an ass. Where is Mio? Eiko-san, I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Oh no. She went back home alone. Oh? She did? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. But why? She said something about getting her things. I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now, and if she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put and lock up. Yes, please. I need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Okay. This is terrible. This is a lot to deal with. Death flag and my mom haircut. I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, you've got like the side ponytail, you know, like you've got like that kind of like, when we first met her, she had this kind of like absent-minded smile that like anime moms have, you know. I've also don't think I've ever seen anybody with a side ponytail in real life. I don't think this is a hairstyle that women wear frequently, at least. Maybe because like I feel like ponytails are like keep my hair out of my face, but a side ponytail like leaves it directly in your face, right? It's right here. It's still in the way. No, probably not. I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm growing my hair out. My hair is getting long, and I'm kind of considering growing it out. I kind of want to do it. I used to have really long hair. I haven't had it in a long time, and I kind of just want to do it and see what it looks like. It looked really bad last time I did it, but this time might be different. Clueless. You're growing your hair out too? Hell yeah, sister. It's truly, I could never imagine. It lives in a ponytail also. Mine is not long enough for a ponytail. Mine is long enough now for like one of those really nubby ponytails. It's like it would be like a little ponytail that like it's like a ponytail that you get after you chop off all your hair, but it's almost a little too short. It's still a little too long. Cutting yours short before June. Oh, you have long hair too? I mean, like mine is starting to get past mine is like past my ears now. But it's still above my neckline. So, I don't know. Below your shoulder blades? Whoa! Cool. Are you growing it for a reason in particular? When I cut mine, I donated it. I donated like 8 inches of hair to like, I think it was called Locks for Love. You know, that's what I donated, about 8 inches of hair for that. It was pretty good. Mine was to your ass. I think I remember you telling that story. I think you remember telling us, and then you showed us how you dyed it too. It was very nice. I think I remember that story. Took me out to eat. That would be better than being holed up and never going outside. Then we came back to this. Churros playing Dominions? Crazy. Have you told the police? Have you contacted the police? Oh, right. I was so upset I totally forgot. No, you just couldn't get a haircut during COVID, so you let it get long. Oh, I donated my hair. You can probably donate yours, actually, to people who need it. It might be an option if you're going to get it cut off eventually anyway. I need to report all this damage, I suppose, about your work. Eiko-san, do you ever work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings, otherwise I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably, yes. Don't really remember. I do have records of when we sent temporary staff. They should be on my desk, somewhere in all that mess. Your desk, understood. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Look around. Do a part though, since it doesn't slick back evenly. Yeah, the only reason I would have to do like a part, because otherwise, like, if I pull my hair too far back, it'll look like I'm being constantly yanked around by the back of my head, you know, because of the way it kind of like the way it kind of stretches. Like if I tie a ponytail, it'll kind of like pull back a little bit too hard on my brow, and I'll either look constantly surprised or like I'm being like yoinked around. It's not the most good look. They just look important. How terrible. Search documents. Call that a Chelsea facelift. Oh, that's a good way to say it. That's a good way to put it. No, that's me then. It literally looks like somebody's like constantly pulling on the back of my head. How tight am I putting my ponytails? Well, this is when I used to have them as a kid. When I used to have ponytails when I was younger, my mom would do them, and she would do them really tight, because she would want it to not bother me. So that was how it would work. It's called a Croydon facelift. Oh my god. She mentioned the company documents were on the desk. It's so messy I can hardly make out the words. Peel off the paper. You do it part because you're fashionable and epic. My hair is really wavy, so if I leave my hair to grow long, it'll grow into like natural like anime style hair drills. It's very particular. Office admin grenier, somehow decipherable. Not jobs that require work uniforms. Ripped a bit. Yikes, wait, a bloody handprint? Someone must have touched this. Jobs related to medicine. Something. Search thoroughly. Parents like to, yeah. She just yoinked it back. Yeah, my hair was not hard to work with because it's wavy, but it's not like super curly or anything like that. She just was like, I just don't want you to be bothered with it, so this is how we're gonna do it. And she just like tied it super tight to the point where like my face, like it was like pulling on the core. It was like pulling on the skin that was near my temples, and it would make it so like when I blinked, it felt like I was like, when I blinked, it would feel like I was pulling on the skin on my temples because it was so tight. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt like to wear it like that. It was just really tight. Yeah, Tito hair drills. Exactly. Just like those. It'll grow like that naturally into like little like tubes. It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally. This must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one in these documents. Electric company. Check the names. Electronic, can't read this. Surely a company which handles electricity work, though. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do. Discuss about the red stains. Okay. Jasmine? What do you think? Jasmine, what do you make of this? Prob's trying to get to Mio. She's staring at Echoes. Headache force. Echoes, I'm sorry. See, since last stream, you guys made me self-conscious about how I pronounce Echo. And now whenever I do it wrong, I always immediately self-correct. In what way? Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet. So this just goes on until he fulfills his goal? What exactly is it? No idea, wouldn't know. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does. Mio's place. Jasmine, it seems that Mio's back at her place and alone. What? But I saw those two heading back up there. What the? Eiko-san is calling Mio right now, telling her the situation on our end and to stay in her room. Alright then, I'll have the car ready to go. Head to Mio's place. Wow! Peen. If you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait. I'm waiting. Bought your dolly a hashtag wig? Which dolly? Did you buy the big dolly or the little dolly? The little dolly you hate now, though. So I guess you must have bought it for the big dolly. Please take me with you. Eiko-san? Sure, let's head to Mio's then. Mio's place. Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? A zombie. David Lynch. Yeah, David Lynch. Yeah, she hates David Lynch, apparently. Her David Lynch has been locked up in a little cage for the past 20 years. And she buys her nothing. David Lynch gets nothing now and is just locked up forever in a little cage until her bones rot away and she's picked clean by the buzzards. No comment. You like David? Well, I mean, I don't know. If you liked her, you'd buy her like cute little clothes and wigs and things like that. But, I don't know. You haven't really reported back. I'm fine. I was just waiting. Are you sure? I'm glad. I was really worried. So glad you're safe and sound. Yo, let me make some sick-ass pasta for Pasta Thursday. You see, there's a used cup in the sink. Check under the sink. That's just an average day. I mean, you know, hey, when was the last time you guys saw a buzzard anyway? I can't even remember the last time I saw a buzzard. Probably because I don't live in a godforsaken desert. But I feel like, have you guys ever seen a video of like a vulture trying to walk? They're really funny. They like do these cute little hops. You love buzzards? I mean, like, they're cool. I do like how I do like their big hooked beaks. I like them. I think they're cool looking. I don't like that they shit on their own legs to keep themselves cool. It's definitely a really, you just learn to sweat, dog. Just learn to sweat, homie. They live in woodlands? Really? Like, really? I've never seen, I mean, like, maybe they, like, in British woodlands? I don't know. Shelves and knife holder are empty. Mia really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. Oliver has a cute oversized hoodie now every day. Every day, Kogren goes outside and the buzzards circle around, waiting to pick her desiccated corpse clean. But they have to wait another day. I'm thinking of vultures. Are buzzards and vultures not the same? I thought buzzard was just another name for vulture. Like, I kind of don't. Nothing notable under the bed. Why does the man appear from under the bed anyway? Is there a man from the bathroom, a man from the closet? True, that's just me. No, they're cousins. Okay, well, so I wasn't completely off. Some of the books are missing. Would the glasses tell me anything? Let's find out. Ooh, Mr. Wiggleworm. Olivier, she's French. Mods, unfrench her dolly. Make her doll make her doll an American now, please. You only know the Euro ones. Do not have tons of freaking roadkill where you live and see vultures all the time. We have roadkill, but I don't see the birds. We don't see any. We have roadkill, and it just kind of stays there for a while, unless we have like a coyote who comes through, you know. But no, we don't really have those. I don't see those kind of things. Condors and vultures both have bald heads. That's probably what I was thinking of. I thought buzzards was just another word for vultures. Wow, I'm learning so much. A bug or a shadow that looks like one. This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. And again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug. Why does it look like a centipede? Because he's doing his wiggle worms. That's us. There's something under the bed. Is this the man under the bed? No, it's us. That's us. She's named after Olivier de la Marche. I don't know who that is, but maybe you should consider naming them after, like, you know, like George Washington or like Abraham Lincoln, you know? Ew, French. I mean, I will say, I respect the French's military history, and I have met nice French people, but I feel like the reputation of the fact that they don't really shower is unfortunately earned. Send it to the chopper. -2. Listen, man. I will say the French have a respectable military history. They just need to shower more. You know, that's all I'm saying. Surprisingly small, carrying something on the back. This meat from yesterday. Remember. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. Because the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I headed under the bed so couldn't see. How did he come down into the room? Track the man's movement. Those motherfuckers just help you guys in 1775 just to spite. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you still mad about it, Incredible? Are you seething possibly? You know, I'm sorry. Are you possibly maybe a little bit upset? Trollface? Do a little bit of mischief maybe? The German people I've met also need to shower more. I think it's just no. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Incredible is a staunch American British United Kingdom royalist. Exactly. I'm not owned, I say, as I start shrinking into a corn cob. I think it's a thing in Europe is just that, like, I think from what I understand, it's just less common to shower every day. Is what I understand. The shadow is heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? Let's turn off our hell vision. I'm glad Mio's safe. Right, I need to get her signed with the new place ASAP. I do have a place confirmed already. About the ceiling space. Absence of vultures is not good. That means the vultures like leaving poisoned if you never see any in the area. I mean, I also don't leave my house very frequently. Whenever I go to somewhere, it's just going to work or the grocery store. And those two places are like there's like road. I saw a dead raccoon on the side of the road, and he's been there for a while. But it's also like a busy highway, so maybe they just don't like go over there, I guess, because they also don't want to get hit by cars. I don't know. Your granny was Southern Irish. Can't say anything. Yeah, true. We definitely don't want to start upsetting like Incredible's like various European bloodlines, because then she will be haunted by like 80,000 angry Irish ghosts. While you were staying here, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Absolutely not. This old place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. And you don't know how to enter that space, right? I do not. Look for clues on accessing the ceiling. Eiko-san, did you ever step out of the room at any time besides eating out? I don't think so. I tried hard to calm Mio down and finally convinced her to go eat. Okay. And Romanians, no vampire jokes here. I think I'm gonna wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this, Mio. Just making sure. Very opportunistic, would lurk nearby until there's a clearing. Yeah, this is like a really busy, like I said, it's a highway. I don't know. It's like in the middle of like a two-lane. It's like in the middle of like a, like the divider between the oncoming and the other way traffic. So I don't know. Maybe it's just in a really difficult place to get to. Maybe it's probably just not worth it because they could probably just find stuff other places. I feel like we don't. Okay, and speaking of vampire jokes, I feel like we don't give people cool titles anymore. Like, when was the last time you knew a guy named the Impaler? You know, right? Like, at best, we get like Jeff the cashier. You know, like Rachel the dental assistant. You know, we don't get any more cool names, right? Or like what was it called? Richard the Lionheart, Vlad the Impaler. Jeff the Killer is boring. Like, what about the Ripper, right? Jack the Ripper, the Impaler, the Lionheart, you know? But all we get is like the dental assistant, you know, like the mechanic. Those are not cool. Vultures are considered pests. I don't know. I guess. I don't really know. Sonic the EXE. All right. I'll +2 you for that one. It's odd because there's always so much roadkill. There's tons of scavenger species in the colonies. I mean, yeah, again, like, I guess it's just because I don't go out enough to really see it. I imagine if I left my house more frequently, I'd see them, but I just don't see a lot of wildlife around here, again, because I don't go out. So I think it's more of a me thing rather than a them thing. Lala, the intern at your summer internship, yes. You know, it that's like, I feel like we get the job title, but we don't get like the trait, right? You know, I mean, like, yeah, I just don't see it as much anymore. We kind of lost our swag. We're a swagless society. You know, we don't know how to be cool anymore. Gotta go to a zoo sometime. I've been to a zoo before. I've seen the animals, you know, but I just don't go out these days. And Eiko-san, was there a time when you both out and left the place unattended? If you left your house, you'd be doing more than seeing them? What does that mean? Are you telling me that, like, vultures are gonna, like, swoop down and carry me away? I will have you know, man, when I was younger, I had, like, live among the birds. When I was younger, we had, like, a little dog, and my mom always, and we had like hawks living in our backyard. My mom always told me, hey, when you go out with the dog, make sure you're careful because those hawks might come after her. And she would make jokes that I was also in danger of being carried away. And so I, like, developed this weird aversion to, like, being outside alone for a long time because I was afraid that, like, a hawk would come down and pick me up and carry me away, you know? And I don't experience that feeling anymore, but it's like I was not, I was not, but the Kogo saying that has brought kind of back that feeling where I was like, especially because I've been feeling like I've been thinner lately. I'm like, man, if I go outside and I'm being watched by some kind of fat bird, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Don't let allowed to outside because the birds will snatch her away. Yeah, exactly. Do not get me abducted by hawks. I do not need to be abducted by hawks. It's not necessary. I said it, not you. We all knew what you meant. I'm so fed up and exhausted. I'm so sorry. Found nothing? I'll be brave. I think I just need to practice my hand to hawk combat. You know, I just need to, you know, practice that. All it takes is a particularly hungry eagle. We do have like some of the birds of prey around. But the only animal that really comes into the area, like into like around the house, is like a couple deer, and then there's like a cat who will come by and piss off Bubby because the cat will sit outside in our driveway and like stare at Bubby through the window and make her lose her fucking mind. Fun fact that happened to your crazy aunt, her little dog got nabbed by a hawk. It happens, which is why, like, it's believable that it happened to a dog, and I was young enough to be like, to believe my mother at the time, and I was just like, she was clearly joking. She was like, oh, be careful or the hawk's gonna get you too, and I was like, wee and I it wasn't like a fear, but it was like an aversion. I don't know. I gotta practice Hawk Tua, bird of prey on that thing. Nothing weird happened. Are you okay? Reminds me of a Yorkie that got picked up by seagulls in the southwest of England, which I think isn't real. I mean, like, seagulls can get pretty big, right? Seagulls are not small creatures. You know, seagulls can get big, and I could see at least 2 seagulls working together to yoink a small dog, you know? I heard a story about one time, like, a hawk or some kind of other bird of prey dropped a severed hand in like a public park in Ireland. And like, that's the kind of omen people will abandon like a town for, you know, right? Like if I was like, yeah, man, I live right next to the park where eagles drop severed human body parts, I would move out. I would go somewhere else. Your 7-pound chihuahua was rarely at risk, even though we had hawks in the area next to a railway that were hunting along the tracks. Yeah, I mean, if there's easier prey, they'll go after that. Are you doing okay? You think I would be? No, of course not. I'm sorry. Stalked by a creep, named and shamed online. Can't go back to my hometown. I have nowhere to go. Why? I listen to everyone. I really tried hard. Why me? Tell me, Azami. I don't know. Got the ceiling space. Developed agoraphobia via scared of large birds. It's kind of a miracle that I don't have agoraphobia. It's kind of in terms of like what's waiting for me outside in the world. It's kind of amazing that I'm not like afraid to go out. I don't like to go out, but it's like because it physically pains me to do so. Not in the sense that I have any psychological fears of it, you know. You do? Oh, I'm sorry, Lala. I'm glad it's better. One time you saw a bald eagle carrying off a small dog piglet right in your neighborhood. Bald eagles are apparently very populous in Alaska. There's a lot of them, to the point where they're like pests or something. Seagulls eat rabbits. They can easily grab 2 malphons. Okay, I'm bigger than a rabbit. The story about the seagull is true, but that dog would be very small for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are dogs that are teeny. You've been in the ceiling space. Never. Has there been a way in? Right, of course you haven't. How did the man enter the room? Let's have a think. It physically hurt. Yeah, I'm like, I undergo physical pain when I go outside. I don't have a again. Am I bigger than 2 rabbits? No comment. No comment. No comment on that one. Few gulls are large enough to snatch enough dogs. I mean, if they're like... I don't know. I don't know enough about gull growth cycles. There must be a way to the ceiling space, unless he's a ghost. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance. I keep thinking about the centipede shadow. Why does it look like a centipede? I should focus on whether there's a way in and out of that ceiling space. Maybe he was climbing up and down, using the shelf boards as footholds. Oh, hold on. Maybe he was... Maybe? Oh, okay. Cool, I got it. No. No? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? I promise that any allegations to me being smaller than 2 rabbits are entirely unfounded. Looked up, it was a Chihuahua. They didn't find the dog after. Yeah, no, that's gotta be so traumatizing. Like, it was traumatizing for me as a kid to hear about it happening. Like, if I actually ever saw my pet getting yoinked into the air by a fucking bird of prey, I would be inconsolable. I'd never be the same. I would, like, every bird I would see would be on my shit list. I'd be like, you motherfuckers, you stole Bubby from me. I'm gonna shoot you to death with 80 pellet guns. You know? Only a few species that can grow large enough to do so. It might have been, I mean, like, it's probably pretty hard to distinguish which kind of bird it is when it's busy yoinking your pet up into the air. You're probably not focused on your bird watching history. Your Chihuahua could take a bird of prey in a fight. I don't think I could take a bird of prey in a fight. Like, I probably couldn't get picked up and yoinked out of the air by it, but could I win in a fight against it? Probably not. I mean, well, probably not. I mean, I would, but probably without, like, I'd get really, really hurt. I get really hurt about it. But Incredible said Chikawa, false alarm. I feel like Chikawa would also lose against a bird of prey. Multiple overlap shadows climbing up and down look like a centipede. Yeah. Check the shelves again. Alright. This stinky little motherfucker. Oh, look around. Let's look at this guy again. Climb up. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. Oh, the view is blocked by the big cardboard box. Or there's a hatch in the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. Found a clue into the ceiling space. Incredible. It was in fact Chikawa. Rest in pieces, Chikawa, carried away by a bird of prey, never to be found again. A hawk did steal a Chikawa once. It was found in the bay and returned later. I think I saw that post. The man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. But gotta help Mio. Here goes. Ceiling space, here I come. I love crawling into ceiling spaces. Man, crawl spaces are fun because they're meant to be crawled into. Right? Like, that's like, you know, never met a more aptly named space. Well, I mean, I guess, like, most rooms are named pretty aptly. I mean, like, when you're in the bedroom, you kind of know what's going on, right? The bedroom, the crawl space, you know, well, really, technically, any room can be a crawl space, right? Any space where you can crawl in is a crawl space, you know? What is a kitchen? See, that's an example of an improperly named room. It would be the cooking room, you know, an eat room or a cook room, the chicken room. Yeah, the chicken room. Exactly. Flemish giant rabbits are 15 to 25 pounds. Some grow 50 pounds and can reach a length of 2.5, 4 foot long. What do they taste like? That would be a rabbit that I would be interested in eating. Let's use Hell Vision. He's just chilling. This is an electrician who's... Okay, I think I know the twist. This guy is an electrician who is her ex-boyfriend who works as an electrician for the other girl's company and is using his electrician job to spy on her. I think I would name the kitchen the knife room, because I feel like that's the only room where you can reliably find knives, right? Like Malphon, I am not... What are you trying to say, that I'm an electrician? Huh? I knew it. He was here. Not moving much as he crouched down. He's peeking what's going on down below. Funny, because they're originally bred for meat and fur due to their size, but purely pet and show rabbits now. I feel like we've domesticated some of the wrong animals. I feel like we should have domesticated like rhinos and shit like that. Like I feel like rhinos would be really useful. Although I guess we've kind of evolved past the need for like beasts of burden, you know? But I don't know. I just feel like there's better animals to have than you know, rabbits as pets. But what do I know? Can we shout out Agumi, by the way? Speaking of rabbits, you know, go visit friend Agumi. I don't know if she's live tonight, but I was watching her play some kind of like retro schlock, and she was really mad about it, which was very funny. So if you like watching people get mad, she's your girl. That you taste like rabbits due to my similar sizes. Hello, immortal goons. Welcome in. We domesticated elephants. I don't think we need rhinos. Tame, not domesticated. Yeah, I would not consider elephants to be domesticated. I feel like if anything, elephants, given more time, elephants could have risen to be the dominant species on planet Earth and domesticated us. Because it's been there's been noticeable behavior patterns where elephants think people are cute and will take care of them, you know? I think given enough time, elephants would be you know, more you know, would be the apex species on the planet. Also, I don't taste like rabbits. I taste like blue gelatin. If you cut me open and you taste the blue jelly inside, it tastes like blue raspberries. Chinchilla mode, me when my chin is chilla. There's a shadow of a man here too. What is this shadow doing? Looks like he's stuffing something into a box or a bag. Oops, excuse me. Check the far side of the room. Something feels off. I want to look closer, but the shadow's in the way. The glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. Turn off my hell vision. Hell vision. Look into the blood dimension. Alright, look around. Bento boxes, energy drink, even alcohol cans. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by a former resident. Yeah, this stuff is new. The floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. The man was most certainly hiding here. This is a case of a dude living in your walls. I'm living in your walls. I'm in your walls. I live in your walls. Fauna voice. Fauna. Oh god, I made myself sad. Oh god, I just made myself sad when I said fauna voice. Oh no. Oh no. Unlock fire usage in agriculture into the first stage of civilization. Elephant not getting there. You don't, I mean, like I said, given enough time, I believe that many animals can develop fire. You know? I feel like the only animals that would not have developed fire would be orangutans, because they know that if they start developing civilization, then they'll have to participate in capitalism, and they're smarter than that. You know? Many such cases. I do not taste like rabbit. No. Ooh, no. I made myself sad. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. Huh? What's this? Cardboard? Check under the cardboard sheet. Stop. You're hurting me. You're hurting me on purpose. Stop. Anything lying around that's connected to him? What? Yeep. Roach. Flat beyond belief. Squash the roach. Maybe use cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust. You never want to never step on a cockroach, because if you squish the cockroach, the eggs will get under your shoe and you'll track it all over your house. Am I squeebing? I'm not anymore. I can't squeeb anymore. Not since that day. It brings me no more joy. It brings me no more there's no more happiness to be had there. It's kind of like I wistfully do one last squeeb that night, and then I put it on the shelf, and I never look back, unfortunately. My squeeb days are over. See a sliver of lights from Mio's room. Unbelievable. And then the box. Examine. Can't see much. Too dark. Take a peek. I saw traces of the man doing something around here. Oh, search around. Hat! There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing. Ito Electric Services. Isn't this the company in the documents at Eiko-san's place? The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Eiko-san's room. Does this mean that man was here? I need to tell everyone. Ah! Ah! You were being stalked by an electrician. Much worse than an axe-wielding bed ghost. An electrician. Oh, God. The man definitely was here in the ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. What is a kitchen? Good pin. Jasmine, you okay? You look like you found a ton. I found solid evidence the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Mio and Eiko-san, too. An electrician can turn off all the lights in your house. I think I sussed it earlier. What, you mean the plot? Yeah, I think do you mean that Eiko-san is trying to terrify Mio into being lesbians with her, or the fact that the ex-boyfriend is now the electrician working with Eiko to hide in her ceiling something? But it's not time for someone to show that time. Do you mean the director's gonna call again? Not any old call at this point, but you'll be fine. What do you mean not any old call? Beep 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 beep. The latter? Yeah, that's what I thought. Toxic lesbians? Yeah. Hello, director. Sorry I haven't figured out the answer, and I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution as in due time. Mrs. Zami, please tell everyone to gather around. Okay, we're gonna do a seance. Hell yeah. I want to go to a seance. I've never been to a seance. I feel like it would be fun. I feel like there are lots of evil spirits in my life that I would need help purging. Also known as like the evil spirits of like employment and gas prices and dust bunnies under my bed. Do not tickle my ribs. I'm very ticklish. If you tickle me, I will squirm, and you may take an elbow to the eyeball. I will be honest with you. I'm extremely ticklish, and I will, you will get your nose broken because I'll flail like a fucking wild animal. Your investigation is done, then. Is this like a debrief or something? Yes. I'll explain what I found in the seeing space. Please hurry, then. My elbows are super bony. Oh, I am, like, all bone. I am super bone. Hello, Can Man. Welcome in, Can Man. How did you do for your Fire Emblem? Did you let like 80 people die, or did everybody live? Were you a supreme tactician? Did you continue? Did Grail continue to beat Ike with his armored fists? A seance live? You've never done one? Who doesn't know what a kitchen is? No, Ty. The conversation was about like how like technically like a crawl space is really accurately named, but technically any room is a crawl space because you have space to crawl in it. And then I started talking about like appropriately named rooms, bedroom, bathroom, you know what you're getting with those ones. But then kitchen was the only room in a house where if you said it to somebody who had no understanding of the English language, they wouldn't know what it was. You know, this is the bedroom. I go to bed in here. This is the bathroom. There's a bath in here. You know, it's the kitchen. What's in here? We just don't know. Do not tie me up. Please don't tie me up and tickle me. That sounds awful. I will writhe like a worm. It was so funny. He really just beat his child with a metal gauntlet. Been the hero of my army and not had a single death. Incredible tactician, Can Man. That's Peem. That's Peem, brother. It's where you kit the Chen. Well, you've heard it here first. Tai Misi has answered our prayers and our questions. A dish room? I think knife room. I think knife room is better. Because it's where you keep, it's like the most reliable place to find knives in the house. Knife room, food room. Well, not food room even. You can have food in the pantry, right? You can have a separate food room. Knife room. That's where you find all your knives in the kitchen. Basement. The basement is the base of the house, right? Base makes sense. Cook room. It's where you cook the food. True. Pantry is food closet. Make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Understood. Based on -2. -1 because it made me laugh. -1 because it made me laugh, but you're getting a minus because it also made me mad. Room. That's a 10. No! No! Alright, 10 we'll do slots. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we go. You're evil tonight? You are evil tonight. You're the one who made the bad joke that time. I'm punished for your bad joke. What the hell, man? I did that to myself. I kind of did. The music does kind of fuck. This music is good. We're about to do a seance. I need to purge the evil spirit of employment. Dissolution. What's this about? What's going on? Do I have to be here? Hey, see? Lady, you're the one who needs to be here most of all. Because you have the curse of job. Curse of 9 to 5, lady. You're the one who needs this more than anybody. We will be presenting our final results as a request for this case. We ask you to remain here. Yes, so please hear us out. Can we do a big VTuber collab where we do a seance? Yeah, sure. I think we just have to figure out what kind of evil spirits we're expelling. This is a sick beat, though. This is a sick-ass beat. Oh, look at this dude. As Immortal Goons would say, aura farming. This dude is aura farming, as he would say. First of all, Miss Fukurai, thank you for your efforts in the investigation. Discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of bad information has allowed all of us here. Who's the demon being summoned? No, a seance. Isn't it a seance when you, like, speak to the dead? And you, like, purge evil, right? Isn't that what it is? Up for a demonology or phasmophobia club. Mwah. Hi, man opener. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. You may look under your bed and find a man. Not doing FaceTime, he's just farming to himself. Yeah. Wait, he hasn't, like, yeah, because we don't have, like, we're not using, like, FaceTime. He's sitting in an empty room aura farming. That's crazy. Speaking to the graduate VTubers or something? Oh, man. Oh, we'll speak to Kogarin. Perfect. We'll speak to Kogarin. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. And a sippy? I'll take a sippy. Thank you, Shake and Echo. Hi, man opener. How are you doing tonight? How are you doing? That's fucked up. Hey, you know. Do you think he believes in geocrystals? Never met someone who doesn't. The amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? Huh? What? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There's no room in the Center's records for such things. Do we really want to prioritize that right now? Now, this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered. Oh. 1. How did the man under the bed manifest? 2. What's the goal of the man under the bed? 3. Who or what is the man under the bed? 4. What exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? The eye reveals all. This dude's about to use the fucking Millennium Puzzle here. Whoa! What the? Please don't overreact. This is something only... Oh, so we're like... Is he like beaming crazy like ancient artifact images into our brain or something? Your favorite VTuber also graduated. You can make graduate VTuber jokes. That's true. Listen. I delayed stream by 2 hours once because I was mourning Fauna on her graduation. So I get it. You're doing okay to good. Well, I hope you start doing good to really cool awesome. All right, man opener. Thanks for coming in to hang out. We had Pasta Thursday earlier. So I hope you enjoy Pasta Thursday with us. This is just like Psychic Locks and Ace Attorney. I've never played Ace Attorney. Alvin is right here. Exactly. I'm right here. Exactly. All right, let's focus. Eye opener. This can only be seen by holders of seeing power, such as clairvoyance or vision. Is this dude psychic or is he just using laser beams? Yeah, this dude just went to Party City and just spent like $50 on a fog machine. That's all that we're doing here. Unlock this artifact to open the Eye of Truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed. Yes. Okay. The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked all the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons. Exactly, and apparently not to harm Mio. It just appears and disappears, always suddenly. So, Mrs. Zombie. Huh? Yes? The man supposedly appeared from under the bed, but did it really? You determine where the man appeared from. Where was it? The man emerged from the ceiling space. Pasta is an inferior food, but I can enjoy the simpleton's food sometime. Man opener, you are about to get jumped by like 3 different chatters. I have to tell you, you're probably about to get jumped. You take that back, ban him. Listen, guys, if you listen, I will tell you, if you want to pick a fight with man opener, you're welcome to it. execute him publicly. No, first off, how dare you? Man opener engagement farming. Man opener gaming the Malphon chat algorithm right now. I'm gonna close that man opener. Yeah, get this man in front of the pregnant man firing squad. Evidence indicating the man appeared from the ceiling space. Found traces of being in, entering, exiting from the ceiling space. Great. Lightly tap his bottom. Mods, give this man a gentle spanking. Secondly, explode you forever. Hold on, I gotta see, what are we gonna do with man opener? I gotta check my fate. Draw. The chariot. Alright. I guess the chariot gives me power, which I guess man opener also gives me power, so I will give him, and our next draw was temperance from the mod, so you get a second chance at life this time. Send him to the penis explosion chamber. Mods, send this man to the penis explosion chamber and explode his penis. Alright, your bones fuck. Wow. That's, I mean, they don't call it a boner for nothing. Chariot is victory and willpower. I'm exerting the willpower not to permanently ban man opener for the next 800 years. Waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Penis explosion is too good for him. This music fucks. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? One of his defining traits is he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner or whomever uses the bed he hides under. So Mrs. Ami. What might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why is he pestering Mio-san? To peek at Mio's personal life. Dragged by the Roman chariot around the Colosseum? Man, maybe. It could be in your future if you make disparaging comments toward pasta again. What's the worst, listen, man. If you're like, what if like you were like, about to undergo surgery? What's like the worst thing to hear right before you pass out from the anesthesia, before you go under? You know, like of course there's the, all right, you know, here's the gas, you know, all right, nurse, take him to the penis explosion chamber, and then you pass out. Versus like, all right, they put the mask over you, and like you hear the doctor say, nurse, pull up the Wikipedia page on appendix surgery, you know. Oops, yeah, put the mask on, whoopsies. Or hey, nurse, pull up that Wikipedia page. Nurse, where's the video tutorial? Yu-Gi-Oh! The Ghost, who is that? I don't know. I think this dude is the Egyptian pharaoh. So why would he just show himself to Mio-san? To scare Mio. He might have been trying to frighten Mio, and that's it, to simply scare her. Ooh, we got that one. Cool. Chariot, Temperance, Justice, and the Hanged Man. Man opener, yeah, well, we're dragging him around the Colosseum. Mid-season anime death? No! Nurse, turn on my YouTube tutorial. Exactly. It's like, nurse, pull up Binging with Babish. We need to watch. So we need to put on our YouTube video while we do the surgery. The man did try to kill Mio-san despite being able to. If his goal was to peek, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio-san. He keeps on appearing then disappearing. It seems the man's intentionally limiting his action to scaring her. We can deduce that itself was the man's goal. If so, maybe my room getting covered in red was also him just trying to scare me. And the reason my room was covered in red was because Mio was at my place. Yes, dummy. Last thing you see is the surgeon pulls their mask down. Is everybody you upset tonight with your objectively correct pasta opinions? Oh man. You look at the calendar and you see that the date of your surgery was actually serendipitously scheduled for Pasta Thursday. As the angels take you. The last thing you read is Pasta Thursday. This man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such an intent. So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all? That doll. Director guy definitely put himself in those Sigma laser eye edit. This dude is definitely like, he's mewing. This guy definitely mews for like his seances. I would legally, you can't have him. How old is this guy? Can you call him sexy? Do you mean the director? I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not here to say who you can and can't be horny over, but I think everybody's over the age of 21. They're all like, I think she's a college student, third-year college student. She's probably 22 or something, maybe. He is like a director of like a bureau or something. He's probably like late 20s, I think, if I had to guess. I don't know. He's depicted as a random murderer or escaped serial killer. As an elusive entity that suddenly appears indoors with murderous intent. An anomaly that is very likely to have a basis in reality. Yet it can also be said to be less tangible due to leaving minimal traces when manifesting. So, Mrs. Ami, how would you describe the man that we are seeking through this investigation? An actual person. I think this is a real motherfucker. Could they be a normal living person, not a ghost or anomalous monstrosity? Precisely, that's a spicy key to truly savoring each urban myth. Director in his late 20s peaked. Hey, you could be, listen, man. He's also got an Egyptian artifact and he's performing psychic seances while being like, doing like a Sigma mewing edit. So I don't know, man. I feel like this dude's still kind of on the up, right? One little TikTok wakes up at 4 a.m., dunks his head in ice water, guys. I've seen those memes. I don't know what that's about. If you woke me up at 4 a.m. to dunk me in ice water, I'd beat you to death with, I don't know, the bowl you had the water in. Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. There's a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such about actual people. So, Mrs. Ami, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be? One moment, there are multiple suspicious people. Let me see. The one we saw while doing social media research. Boober Eats! Order from Boober Eats, chat. Oh, yes, right. A living man carrying a backpack. You asked me about my ex-boyfriend. I'll no doubt he's a living and suspicious person. Did I include my work client, too? The maintenance worker was wearing a uniform. He was a security camera footage, too. Many suspects. Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks on the news. Thank you, though. I remember now. Is a maintenance worker. The maintenance worker in the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space. Oh, excellent. We're peem, and that's why I'm not a billionaire. Rubs a banana peel on his face. You're a sick puppy. You're a sick puppy. I'm not a billionaire, actually, because instead I decided to be a Twitch streamer. You know, I took the more difficult road. Being a Twitch streamer or being a billionaire, I chose it for the people. You know, I'm the people's champion. I decided to go the way of the hard-working individual, streaming video games on Twitch. Is that what he does? He rubs banana peels on his face? There's better ways to exfoliate those pores. There's better ways to exfoliate your pores. You chose being a male VTuber? And let me tell you, brother, I'm braver than any U.S. Marine, alright? Male VTuber is braver than any U.S. Marine, okay? The man under the bed, hiding in the ceiling, caught a security camera wearing a work uniform. We can say beyond any doubt that it was him. Can-Man knows the struggle. Can-Man knows the struggle. You know, it's a hard life that we live. We're out here on the edge of sanity. You know, tell him, brother, that's why you're here. Because I'm a male VTuber. Hey, you know, it's good to know that I've got shooters. You know. Now, on to the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension or appear anywhere at will. Seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space. No sound of him entering through the window. Sitting above the bathroom didn't have much space to move around. Neo has a habit of locking up carefully. I was thinking he might be real, but is the man an anomaly after all? Do you really believe so? This is Ami. You talked with everyone. You went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see. But, so, Mrs. Ami, for the disguised maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space. Openly sneeze and puke pervert streamer. That's not true, man opener. You guys are guilty of putting those tags on. I am not guilty. You like my stream? You like my streams? You like my streams? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you have fun. I'm glad you have fun. I am neither of those things. I've been slandered by the tag edition redeem Redditor streamer. Mods, kill that man now. Mods, make him post his face on r/pics. Okay? Mods, fucking up the prices of eggs in his local grocery store even more. How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? Fuck. The man had an accomplice. Someone must have helped him get in. I didn't even read. I picked it by accident because I was clicking the dialogue box. That's the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as the uniform with the cap from the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage, 5 past midnight. Openly hashtag Catholics are our biggest, bravest of them all. Exactly. You know, I stand for the hashtag Catholic Latinos when nobody else would. Okay? People are out there, you know, and afraid to come clean. Afraid to be honest with themselves. They come to me and they say, Malfon, I'm a Catholic Latina, but I feel there's no male VTuber for me. And I look at them and I say, not anymore. I'm out there. I'm fighting the fight. You know, I'm here for you. R-rate me. R-rate me should be named R jump scare. R-rate me is either R, I know I'm incredibly beautiful and I'm compliment fishing, or R, I look like I escaped from a Hieronymus Bosch painting and I need to be told otherwise. Do not redeem exercise. I will pay attention to the game. I will. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'm playing the video game. R being mean to ugly people. R escaped from a Hieronymus Bosch painting. Mio-san, regarding the time that man was caught on security footage, does it ring any bells? Mio, around when do you reach the police station? Just around midnight, but that means something's wrong here. Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room, Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet just around the same time, a man in a work uniform is shown on security footage at the garment entrance. I'm not familiar with our vape. Don't put that evil on me. There is no vape trick command. Maybe with my live 2D, I'll do like a sick clouds redeem. You know, boofing my vape, you know. If the man's worker is the man under the bed, you boofing, son? You boofing? His timing is uncannily coincidental, Mrs. Ami. The man who's supposed to be under the bed was actually not in the room yet. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then made his way to Mio-san's room. Who does this point to? It is Aiko. Aiko. Could be Aiko-san, perhaps? She lied about seeing the man inside the room. Fabulous! Wow. A fine accomplishment indeed. Mrs. Ami, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. The mystery is now solved. Is boofing? Yeah, boofing is when you inhale via your booty hole. You know, you called it. I think it was at a certain point it was pretty obvious. But this is also only the first one. Why is he so like? Why is he like this, dog? You don't have to be like this. That's me. Look at his big smile. That's me. That's me. Her telling you that there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magic words that enabled the man to sneak into the room? Surprise! Whoa. That's true. Without hearing that, Mia wouldn't have left the room without locking up. Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me? Shut up, bitch. Drama queen much director. To be fair, I would do it too. I would also do it too. Big fan of like Gojo Satoru's wrist. I don't know who that is. Is that a Jujutsu Kaisen character? I'm not familiar. If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question. Aiko-san, I think you told us. Or Aiko-san. You kept to watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct? That's me. I look like this when I go outside. The pretty man from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know. Kit Kat man. Yeah, this is ketchup delivery man. This is the man. This is ketchup delivery. This dude is no. This is Pasta Thursday guy. He's here to bring you your red sauce. It's precisely when you let the dude in. With an insider of the room getting covered in red makes a ton more sense. So it is true, really. I couldn't believe it, but now, what are you mumbling about? You aren't gonna believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? Would I share a Kit Kat with you guys? I would. I would share a Kit Kat with you guys. I would break it up and I'd be like, one for every mouth friend. At the food at MouthCon is just gonna be a bunch of Kit Kats that I have to share with you guys. Hello, AI 1340. Thanks for coming in to say hi. How am I stuck to the ceiling? A toy suction cupped up there uses his light form and a shapeshifter's superior cleanse strength. Are you implying untoward things about about my practicing of Kegels? You know, am not. Pasta Thursday just got a little bit rowdy. I would never doubt the director's deduction. Neither would I. Welcome in, AI. We're playing this game and it's got cute anime girls and I didn't want to block their faces, so I moved myself up in the corner. I'm up here. Lighter than air. Exactly. I'm just, you know, I inhale a little deeply and I start lifting up in the air. The following is just speculation, but Mio-san had her past dug up is under a lot of pressure. Oh, squats. All right, being bullied. You're the one who comes in here and is just like, I bet you're hanging from the ceiling via butt plug, and I'm the one who gets punished for it? What the hell? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Sucker for blue anime girls. I do love a blue anime girl. Vriska Circuit, my beloved. Butt plug hanging sounds impressive. I'm sure there's someone out there who can do it. Waiting in a rocking chair with a shotgun from the Pasta Thursday man to knock on my door. Would you really shoot the Pasta Thursday man? Would you really? Would you really? Exactly. I have tentacles. My lower half is just like an octopus. It's all tentacles. Be nice. Yeah, see? Shade Connectable says be nice to me. Thank you for the sippy, by the way. Let's have a sippy. Let's solve this case. How can a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? We perhaps plan to have Mio-san return to sugar dating. My power of vision sees it all. Offering help as a benevolent third party, recommending a place with expensive rent. We're going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can. You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all of this, even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections. How befitting of a job hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be a front for catering to your cadre of CEOs and top brass. She's a pimp. Providing them with sugar dating dispatches. Iko-san, is this true? What the hecky? What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Yes, but that doesn't change the facts. No better than to offer me his red sauce. You're gonna turn him into red sauce after that one. I'm just a blue whore wearing a mask? No, well, I mean, isn't like being a shapeshifter like you're wearing a mask anyway? That's just how it works, you know? Hello, Kinski Unplugged. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Good evening to you as well. We're solving a mystery right now. Are you stupid or what? Yes. Huh? You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes. What do you... What? Huh? Huh? Doctor, you're only supposed to treat the symptoms, not cure the disease. Blue whore wearing a mask. I do pronounce horror like horror. Like a horror game. I try to say horror game, but I do end up saying it's like I think that's like a American pronunciation thing. Was you say horror game? Pal the pasta man by breaking spaghetti, or does that unlock the secret berserk version of the fight? Oh, that makes him lose his mind. If Pasta Thursday man shows up to your door and he catches you breaking the spaghetti, he will beat you to death with a colander. It will be a fight like you've never seen before. It will hit you with the double ladle technique. Looking for causes isn't going to solve anything. But how ass-brained can you get? Useless bunch of morons. You seem a little mad, lady. Ass-brained? What the fuck? Listen here, it's a fact that a man was in the ceiling space, which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault. Iko-san. Mio, you're a smart girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. Just keep listening to me and forget the small things, like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine in no time, too. Also you. Azami or whatever, you will answer for this. Yikes. How dare you challenge me with your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas. Alright, I have cute little ruffles on my sleeve. I don't want to hear your lip, okay, lady? Total waste of my time. I'm far too busy for this. I'm leaving. Oh, she dropped a paper. The paper that says, I'm guilty. You dropped something. Huh? Is this a card? How was your first case, Mrs. Ami? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. Wait a minute, director. What about me? Ma'am, it's Pasta Thursday. I gotta go. The pasta man's at my door. I gotta go answer the door. That's what the director's saying. Was she real for this? I mean, I am kind of ass-brained, but she is kind of an evil witch. It's exactly what we've been waiting for. Exactly. You know, out of her pocket falls the paper that says, I'm guilty. Signed, Iko-chan. You know, it's perfect. It's perfect, right? It all seals it up. Airtight case. You take, like, a lawyer would be like, I'm taking this for free, you know? Lost connection. Miu, are you? You're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. I wish I could. Oh, right. I'll make sure to throw away that doll we found, so don't worry about that. Only Detective Malphone could have made such a discovery. Exactly. Honestly, I should work for the NYPD. They should hire me. They should hire me. I could solve every case on Manhattan in like 3 days. All I need to do is find the papers that says I'm guilty. Crash out, no reason. Yeah, she kind of lost her marbles there. Doll. That doll. This is a scary face. I don't like this face she's making. Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of it. All of it, like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state. I should start cleaning up. Let me help. It's okay. I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio. Guess that's it for us then. They're calling him the worst detective since Dale Cooper, the rookie New York police. Listen. As long as it will work, I promise. I promise it'll work. Sprinkle some crack on him. Let's get out of here. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Mio is still in. The center's job ends here. Rest is up to the police and lawyers. Huh? Yeah, I get how you might feel, but Mio herself says she's fine. It's not our place to step in. This is like, she's talking in the way where like people like kill themselves. You know, it's like next she's gonna like start giving us her valuables and say she doesn't need them anymore, right? This is like oh no, I'm fine, I promise. I just received this incredibly traumatic information that the person who thought I was helping me was actually trying to like whore me out to like rich old men. I'm totally fine though. You can leave me alone in an empty room. Mio find dead, covered in red sauce. Mio found dead, with last words, attempting to join the pasta man for Pasta Thursdays. I hope somebody dies. I think somebody is gonna die. Reaction tells me the girl has PSD. Yeah, she is definitely unwell. Thing is, I feel the case isn't over yet. Huh? Yeah, this is not over. Aiko's place. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense and then this happens. How could they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Some kind of things like she's gonna NL. Yeah, she's in a really rough spot. It's not good. Who or where did that leak from? But how could that... Huh? What the... No way. No. They kicked me from the dispatch group? How dare they? How many girls do they think I found for them so far? I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at the doll. Hey, told you. I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Mio's girl room turned all red. Oh, that wasn't him then. I saw her heading out, so I thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked, and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up to the bookshelf, so it wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. Then who actually spattered that blood? What was that? No way. Somebody's gonna die. They're about to... the real man under the bed is about to mutilate these two. Oh, the animation is so peem. This is such good animation. Huh? What? No! The man under the bed? No, that's impossible. You can't actually exist. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. His power walks out. Spaghetti man spotted. Lady, I hope you're ready for the best Pasta Thursday of your life. And the last. Level 1 Aura Farmer vs. Aura Farming final boss. True. Sucks being a really depressed person like giving away their shit because people kept getting the wrong idea. Yeah, what if you're just like really depressed but it's under control and you're just really generous anyway? Lady, why aren't you running? Well, listen, she's be like, maybe this is gonna be a really good Pasta Thursday, you know? Ah, no, please don't. It's pasta time, bitch, and then he pastas all over her. Leave Eiko-san alone. I will make her pay. She ruined Pasta Thursdays. Huh? That voice. Is that you, Mio? Pasta Thursday guy was actually Pasta Thursday babe? The twist. He missed. This guy's aim is so ass. Attacked by that man in my room and passed out. I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. Eiko-san, I'm done for today, and so on. So you already knew that Eiko-san was behind this? Yes, I did, Azami. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Eiko-san, why did you know my secret? Huh? How did you know that I had an accidental pregnancy once, back during my sugar dating days? Oh, did we hear about that? Oh? I don't think we knew about that, actually. Pregnancy? What are you talking about? That doll, it was a message that you knew about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby? Oh, you're just kind of weird then. I didn't want anyone to know, but then why do you? Wait, too much going on. Mio, what's going on? Please take it easy. Azami, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything. The man under the bed, this woman here. I have a feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. She's the woman under the bed. The new urban myth. You're amazing, Azami. I did as you told me and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed just you from the beginning and done as you told me. Mio, wait, what are you talking about? But my medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are. I need to erase my past entirely. I really don't really know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up. Azami, you told me this too. I will attract interest wherever I go. That I had little more to lose, whatever I did. I didn't say that. You know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio? What the hell, girl? What the hell? Oh, wait. Maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name, my address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks, won't be safe at home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do? Well, the obvious solution is stab this woman to death, actually. The obvious solution is to just brutally murder this woman. Why should I even care? Ah! I'm gonna kill you. You're joking, right? No, I don't think she's joking. You're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio. Don't do this to yourself. I think you should kill this woman, actually. Azami, you alright, Zammy? Jasmine's just like, what the hell are you two doing in here? You're telling me it's past Thursday and nobody called me? Responders are on the way. They're almost here. It's going to be okay. Jasmine, how did you? Heard from the boss man. Boss man's vision thingy. You knew you were heading to Echoes. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me. He's got magic eyeballs. His brand. Ooh. Mio. Man, Mio, if your aim wasn't so shit, you probably would have gotten away with it. You could have just bailed out. I would have helped you get out. If one of my friends was like, if a woman that one of my friends knew was attempting to pimp her out to rich CEOs and she wanted to murder this person, I would have her back. I would be like, yeah, girl, like fucking obliterate this woman, you know, fucking rip her head off the spine. It's not illegal to be a little freaky. I mean, I don't think that was her concern there. Once again, going off on your own like that, way too risky. I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I realized earlier, Mia wouldn't have done such a thing. Hey, don't go blaming yourself. I guess what you did kind of prevented the worst, right? Yeah, I guess. And the boss man should have told me earlier. I wonder if the director knew this was gonna happen. Huh? Beats me. Could have gone much worse without the boss man giving a heads up. Guess the vision of Bob's pretty handy. Dude's priorities, though. Speak of the almighty. What is it? Way too fast with the edit. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. Yo, look at this crazy mask. Yo, this dude. Come on, man. This dude's a male VTuber too. Are the center's videos always streamed so soon? The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. It seems the man under the bed actually exists. Turns each case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. I hope Mio's rumors fade away fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over to the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the boss man, yeah? I'll drive you. Thank you, Jasmine. Our staff member who's at the scene has safely completed the investigation. There's at least, like, I mean, there's Canman, there's Kinski, there's Taimishi, there's me, and now there's Director-san. I mean, that's 5 already. That's crazy. The younger one, B, had little choice but to move out. Oh, and there's Prod. How could I? Well, no. Prod's not a... Prod's a they-tuber, right? I think is where we're going with that. As for the woman, A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we lost all contact with her and are aware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Miss A is safe and sound. Big drink, big sippy. Big drinky sippy. God, I don't like that mask. Why are you looking at the camera like that? This case came to... Kinski's an oval tuber. Kinski is a melon tuber, actually. What happened to Mio? I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? Why is he so hot? I mean, he's very, like, you know, he's got special eyes. Director-san is #1 wife tuber. What the fuck, Shrimp? I thought I was wife tuber. This is kind of L. No. Hasn't done enough to be prosecuted. Will Eiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair. Yes, unfair indeed. However, I would remind you there are many forms of accountability. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That car you brought with you. More importantly, were you watching through your vision again? Director, don't you feel any emotions? Emotions are an interesting research topic. That's where rumors, urban myths originate. Forget I mentioned it. Ah, exquisite. What is it? Take a good look at this card. It's as if it's predicting the tragedy about to befall you. Oh, thanks, man. He's stealing my vlog. He's stealing my chat. He's stealing my chatters. He's hot. He's definitely, you know, I won't say he's ugly. I won't say he's ugly. Oh, this music's kind of peen. One of the Illuminate cards. He's so fucking dramatic. He's working so hard. He's trying so hard. They're rumored to be prophetic. The card is... It happened 7 years ago, too. I'm jealous of his swag. I'm jealous of his ability to make rap groups appear out of nowhere, apparently. Would you rather you call me hot? I mean, I'm like cute, you know. I'm not hot, I'm cute. Wow, so cute. Wow. You know. Curious about the fate of the card's owner. Ain't stealing you for me, director. Yeah, he is a little creepy. He's definitely a little bit of a weirdo. Because he like... Ooh. He kind of like did manipulate us with the hell chair. You like how creepy he is? Want my men to be strange and off-putting? I'm strange and off-putting, but not creepy, right? You know, there's a difference, right? Wait, is that an Illuminate card? Why do you have it? I like my men to want to kill me. I think I've threatened your life at least 5 times in the past 2 streams. Incredible. So then we're on a good track. Got that weird wife swag. He's got that character out of Yu-Gi-Oh swag. Good work, Zammy. Catch you next week. Beep beep. Tomarigi here about the new face at the center. Seems unrelated to the other incident. Meguriya hasn't shown much we could look into. Roger that, out. Plot twist. The plot thickens. Back then we couldn't possibly have realized what was about to happen. Girl, you blew up the city? Hiroshima 2! You also have weird wife swag, I think. I think you and Prod both have weird wife swag, and it compounds between the two of you constantly. Double agent? I don't know about double agent, but definitely something weird is going on. You know, something. Definitely, things are not as they seem. Reflection of death. Okay. My wife isn't weird. Your wife is cool and epic. I think that Prod is weird in their own way. And I think to say otherwise would be to be a little disingenuous. Oh, I like his candle hat. #1 way to burn your hair off. Nice. Cool. He looks a little scared. Oh no. Ah! He's afraid of this is just a dude who's afraid of women. I didn't know the center roof was like this. About what we were discussing. What if she just pushed him down the stairs? You mentioned Echo dropping one after we completed dissolution. Yes, this one and this one. Women are pretty scary. Women are terrifying. Women scare me so much. In real life, women are really scary to me. Because they're always like... Because 9 times out of 10, they're bigger than I am. And they loom over me. It's very scary. It's very scary. She should push him off the rooftop. I think it's fine. Are you scary? I think you can have your moments. Shade Kaneko. Never met a woman that hadn't terrified me at least once, to be honest with you. This is an Illuminate card. Eye in the darkness. See one in the mirror every day and you have heart palpitations? No, oh, be nice to yourself. They're always thinking, true. Thinking about those beans. They're really scary to me, literally babying. They're scared. Listen, man, if you live in a world where like 98% of the population is bigger than you are, you kind of just get a little freaked out. No, you don't scare me. You don't scare me unless you're doing it on purpose. I do like to be babied though. I will say I do like to be babied. It is nice. It is. I get mothered unprompted. But like the thing is, if you don't let them mother you, then they can be scary. I live in constant fear. I mean, you know, it's kind of scary when everyone is bigger than you are. Because it's like, if people decide they want to hurt you, they can hurt you. Hello, Billy the Bucket. Gets drawn naked? Excuse me? Is there something out there that I'm not aware of, Billy? What happened here? What happened here, Billy? Are you trying to tell me something? Live in constant fear of birds, women, men, children on the outside? I don't fear all of those things all the time. Just I'm afraid of, like, you know, unironically it is kind of scary to have like live in a world where everyone's bigger than you. You know, it's because if they decide to hurt you, you might not always be able to do something about it. It's natural for a rabbit to be scared of its natural predators. Always pick me up and put me on a shelf and put me in doll clothes. I have had people like a woman that I work with did recently give me like a pair of pants. She was like, oh, I saw these and I thought they would look really nice on you, and she gave them to me and they were like nice dress pants, and I was like, oh, thank you. How did you know what size? And she was just like, oh, I just looked at you and I had a good guess, and they were like my exact size. It was kind of weird, but they are nice pants. Birds aren't that scary. Birds are very scary if they can pick you up and fly you away, you know. Only scared of being nabbed by hawks. Some bizarre coworkers. I think it's me. I don't think it's them. I think it's me. I think I inspire strange feelings in people. So babied IRL. I'm sorry. It's I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Male VTuber is disproportionately short. You follow he's 3, 4'11". I'm 5'0". I'll have you know. I'm taller than 4'11". All right. Don't lump me in with those tiny freaks. Don't lump me in with those little midget men. Okay. I'm 5'0". All right. Pick clothes from the kids section. I have to shop for shoes in the women's section because of my shoe size. I wear like a women's 7, I think, and all the male shoes that come in that size, I don't like the way that they look. So I usually have to go to the women's section. High reports right now is the Illuminate card, Devastation and Judgment, which you say you owned from before. This doesn't look suspicious at all. Distinction without difference. It's an important difference, AI, okay? I'll tell you. I will tell you it's important, and it is different. It's different, okay? Okay? Received it from someone, but I don't really remember. I remembered I left it in my bag since then, so... Would you happen to know of a community site on the dark web? This is how you guys watch me when I stream. This is me streaming, and this is you guys watching. It is important to me. It is. The dark web sounds kind of ominous. It's a site called Samazima that has descriptions of all 6 Illuminate cards. Various other topics too. Earthquakes and shrines. A certain president is actually a stand-in. Shinzo Abe actually a stand-in for the ancient god of fertility because he wants to increase the Japanese birth rate. I didn't know. And then he got blasted with the doohickey. Man, the dude who shot Shinzo Abe, like, has to go down in history as, like, the most successful assassin of all time. They recently, like, disbanded or, like, disbarred or made illegal, like, the church cult the dude was against, the assassin was against. Like, literally got everything he wanted. Most successful assassination in history. Like, assassination works, apparently. Not an actionable statement, by the way, Twitch staff. You know, not actionable. Wish you had that problem. Just had to buy guys' boots because they don't have any women's combs in your size. To be fair, I also just wear regular little slip-ons, so those are easy to find in women's sizes. Others had some good licks in. I think in terms of like getting exactly what he wanted, I think he in terms of like having the consequences be as far-reaching as he wanted them to be, I think he did pretty good for himself. Assassination works if the gun is thick enough. Yeah, if you have some kind of like yee-ass like pea shooter, you know, it's not gonna be cool. It's not gonna work. But if you have like the doohickey, if you blast that motherfucker with the thingamajig, plus 2, it's gonna work out. Feel Malf is inspiring me to do something, but you're not sure what. You leave the stream feeling somewhat inspired. You know, you leave the stream feeling like you can do anything, including assassinate a sitting president. JP politician that was killed by a katana. Oh, but I think that, I don't know if I remember seeing the pictures. I think it was a dude against like communism or something. I don't remember exactly what happened here. One committed seppuku either on film or TV, but it was recorded. Just go up in Melee. Melee is a classic way to work, you know. But you do know if you have the doohickey, you're gonna go down in history. Devastation and Judgment is the very future that these Zimmers long for. It seems your card is predicting such a future. Doesn't Jasmine call me Zimmy or Zammy? I said a naughty. What did I say? What did I say? I said assassinate somebody. Zimmer is referred to as the Great Rest, Great Reset. I said a naughty. I said assassinate a sitting president. That is kind of naughty. I'm sorry. I'm not. This is Twitch chat. I'm not advocating political violence. Zimzam. Hey, that's it. Listen, man. That's you know. It's. I'm not advocating political violence. I'm just saying that it worked. Okay. That's all I'll say. Rumors say the Devastation and Judgment card depicts it. Why would I have such a thing? And it's just a prophecy. We don't know if it'll actually... We can determine whether the prophecies are true by observing your actions. Now, I need to tell you about today's request. Don't clip that, by the way. Don't clip me saying that because I might actually get in trouble for that. So please don't do that. Please don't. I will probably actually get in trouble. A streamer has asked us to confirm the presence of a ghost. That's me! Confirm presence of ghost. In a 14-day ban like Hasanabe or whatever. No, that will be, for me, it'll be permanent because Listen, man. For me, it'll be permanent. All right? Don't clip this in directly to the Secret Service. No, please. I'm nobody's top guy, I swear. Diva stay shunned. Juju mental. Yo, wake up already. You're sleep mumbling like hell. You didn't hear it. See, Can-Man's a loyal soldier. Can-Man's one of my shooters. Can-Man's a Malfriend through and through. Do not add the FBI. It would be, if you added the FBI and it actually like pinged somebody, I'd freak out. Banned from, I'm banned from commentary about the Turkish people. It's true. Unlike Hassan, he has permission. Hello, crazy kitty. Do not ping Obama, please. Inspires me to brainstorm many different wretched activities to do with a shape-shifting boy wife. That's fine. I think I should inspire you to think about that kind of stuff. I should definitely inspire you to think about indeed what do those tentacles do, right? That is something that you should be inspired to think about. Hi, crazy kitty. Hi, crazy kitty. How you doing? How you doing? Turkish pass? I'm not going to address that. Sure not to internalize anything you said. Wink, wink, wink. Thank you. I like thinking about holes you couldn't even imagine. So, okay, so to explain that, I don't remember the context for what I said for that. There are so many things that people will be like, hey, remember when you said this? And I'm like, no, and I also don't remember the context. And so many weird things come out of my mouth. It's like crazy. It's crazy. Devastation Judgment had me worried there. The director showed me an ominous website. Jasmine, do you know about the Illuminate cards and the prophecies on them? Illuminate cards. Oh, yeah. You know what? I now remember the context for that, Lala, and I'm definitely not going to bring it up, actually. Count the boss man to take interest, huh? The director does seem on top of all cult-related info. You're doing well. You need to implement slowly progressing music in an RPG. Oh, man. Prod does really cool music. Maybe you can talk to them if you're interested in, like doing music stuff. I don't know too much about it, but what kind of RPG are you making? What kind of RPG are you making? What are you creating? What are we looking at? I'm curious. Meant to ask. What's today's case about? Speaking of squares going to holes, have you heard about the promotional Minecraft cock from Bad Dragon? Fucked up, man, opener, because that's exactly the context to my other comment. That's the exact context. That's not great. That's not great. Mixed between an RPG and an idle game. I love idle games. I love number go up. Yeah, that was the exact fucking context. Minecraft, like the square Minecraft cocks promotional from Bad Dragon. You know, it's like the square peg goes in the square hole. Glad I didn't reach out with the comments on me. Yes, I think Prod has a lot on their plate right now. Need to rest. Yeah. Looking to a live stream. One of his vids sparked a bit of a mess, and the streamer reached out to the center. Hello, Root Felix Bjorn. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're talking about ghosts. See if myself prove that ghosts are real. That does mean that the live streamer talks about spirits and the occult. The Minecrusty? Huh? The Minecrusty? This dude talking about the Minecrusty? Bro, I mean, really, like, that didn't come out of my mouth. I'll say that much out loud. Spend an hour on the phone with you every night. That's so cute, though. That's so romantic. Ghost. We're talking about ghosts, Immortal Goons. We're not talking about Minecraft cock, okay? We're talking about ghosts, I promise. A cult live streamer, 800,000. Thank you for the pin. 800,000 subs, streaming quite a while, it seems. Speaking of ghosts, how do you manage to get a ripped body? Do I have any advice on muscle building? Usually I go into the local graveyard, usually past 2 to 3 in the morning when you're less chance of being caught, and you go find the largest, widest grave, and you dig it up, and either you're gonna find a bodybuilder or you're gonna find a really fat person. And just keep repeating this technique until you find a bodybuilder, and then you just take the muscles from there, and then you can build a guy with muscles. You know, that's bodybuilding. Muscle building, bodybuilding, same thing, right? Flying over when you graduate. Wait, what the? Oh, you mean like graduate from like school? I think you meant from VTubing, and I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Knew it was wrong, right? Is this original? What is this dude's hairstyle? That's crazy. See any questions near the end? I hope that answered your question, Felix Bjorn. God, the animations here are so good. Pretty please, Kinoko. I know this place is the real deal. Come show yourself. Mary, Mary, Mary. Ah! Ah! That's what I see in the morning. Show your... Huh? Behind me? Ever remove the sheep shagging contraption from Minecraft, or is it still doable? Listen, man. As long as there's sheep to be fucked in Minecraft, somebody will figure it out, okay? You know, they can remove... They can... Listen, you know... You can take the man out of the... You can take the what is it? You can take the man out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the man, right? You can remove the sheep fucking machine from Minecraft, but you can't remove the Minecraft from the sheep fucking machine. We're gonna workshop that one. It would be racist against the Welsh. Now that is racist, actually. We just witnessed actual intra-United Kingdom microaggressions just now. That's crazy. Who's my favorite DMMD character? What's DMMD? I feel like somebody's brought this up before, but I don't remember what DMMD is. Keep forgetting Graduate and Graduate VTuber are the same, and you're also exactly. Do they need to be fucked? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any strong opinions about sheep fucking. Dramatical Murder, the Yowie game. Dramatical Murder, Murder Dramatical. I'm not familiar with this then. I'm sorry. I do not have a favorite because I don't know anything about it. Show yourself behind me. Nothing there. Ah, the Yowie game. Unfortunately, I do not know anything about the Yowie game. A ghost. Was that a ghost in the back? Fucking Tumblr flashbacks. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know any of these characters. Trending on socials for sure. Ghost watching streamers homes as a resident ghost or some such. You're like the bite my dick guy and the Ron bot. You got an are you sure? I mean, just watch the teeth next time. That's all I'll say about it. Resident ghost. Does it mean the house is haunted? Don't know much really. By the way, our client, the streamer, and the robot, Ron bot. Ron Jeremy in robot form, you know. The Ron bot. You have the Aoba color scheme, blue hair, yellow eyes. My eyes are like an orangey color, aren't they? They're like an orangey color. He wants his dick to be bitten because he doesn't feel pain. There's better ways to feel pain than starting with your dick, right? Hi, Big Dave. Hi, Big Dave. Hello, Big Dave. Hi, Big Dave. Hello. Mwah. Hi, Big Dave. It's good to see you. I missed you. What's the point if there's no pain? I mean, that was the conversation yesterday, you know? What's life without a little bit of pain? But it doesn't have to be like cockbiting. Although isn't that like, you know, the company Rooster Teeth? Apparently that's like what they originally wanted to call their company. They wanted to call their company Cockbite, but they couldn't, so they called it Rooster Teeth. Chat is scaring you? Chat is scaring me too. I'm trying to play our game and I'm being like, they're talking to me about this shit. It is the Aoba scheme. The hair is lighter. Shrimp is panicking because she designed me. Shrimp designed me and drew me, and made me come to life. And she's kind of having a panic attack now because she's realizing that I'm a Dramatical Murder color scheme character. Big Dave knows a lot about DMMD. You do, unfortunately? Wow. Big Dave knows a lot about the Yowie game. Fuck Rooster Teeth, holy shit. Yeah, they definitely went really, really, really sideways. Just ask the client. Anyway, get busy with the social media search first. Understood. The main character, he was a good straight man. The straight man in the Yowie game. Aoba coded. I don't know what any of this means. You guys will have to tell me about it. I don't know what this means. You can tell me about it in like the Discord or something. It was uncomfortable with the same-sex relationships. You like that about him? My favorite thing about this guy is that he doesn't like he's uncomfortable around gay people. That's why he's my favorite character. I'm not. Listen, I'm fine with same-sex relationships. Okay, you know, I think they should be allowed to vote. Right? I'm progressive. You know, I think we should let gay people vote. That's progressive, isn't it? Tilly's gonna become human by taking my twin brother's body. Oh my god. I actually watched a bunch of Yowie back in the day without realizing they were Yowie. DMMD was one of them, but you figured that out with Yowie quick enough. Great time to be a tourist. Did you find it out before or after some dude started biting another guy's cock? Then they do not ship me with human Tilly. That's weird. Again, Tilly is like my severed hand brought to life. That's like asking you if you want to marry your foot. I don't. Memphis urban myths depend on location. Search for rumors related to the place and location. Well, Made use his dusty old brain with those questions of yours, even though this stuff's not in my wheelhouse. Well, I'll leave it in your hands. Understood. Before, thankfully, God bless you. God bless you. So the ghost did show up on the video. What a creepy photo. Just like in DMMD, stop. My favorite part about Aoba is that his true ending is entering a relationship with his long-lost twin brother who's trapped in his dog's body. That's, I feel like am I getting a skewed representation of what this show is about? I feel like I'm not getting an appropriate understanding of what's going on here. You could give DMMD a try, but it wasn't your speed. Opening a hole in the back of my head to my brain. You can hear my speech becoming stupider and stupider. Yes. Eventually my brain will get tired. My brain will get tired of my constant bullshit. And it'll be like, man, what are you making me say out loud? And eventually it will abandon me. My brain will crawl out of the back of my head like a freaky spider. And it will go find a more suitable host for somebody who actually uses it for things that are like not streaming on Twitch and saying awful, wretched things. Aoba's dog is a love interest. I'm not liking what you're telling me about this. I'm not liking any of this. You guys are not telling me anything good. You guys are not. I'm not. Oh, this is. So I'm getting an appropriate understanding of this show. I'm getting a pretty straightforward understanding here. The canon incest route. Really long self-cess story. I feel like between this conversation and then everything I've been told about Umineko, I feel like a lot of people really enjoy the incest VNs and content. I feel like that's a big thing people are liking. It's not for me. It's not for me, but I'm guessing that a lot of people seem to like it. Aoba's twin brother transferred Aoba's dog into his own body. Tilly is basically my dog. Tilly is not a dog. Tilly's not like a dog. She's like a little, like, cute little, you know, she's like it's like bringing your yogurt cup to life. It's like giving your yogurt sentience. That's Tilly. Tilly's a yogurt cup from my fridge that I brought to life. Hell nah. I'm with Immortal. I'm with you. I don't agree. I do not like this. That's your dog. That's my slime. Yo, that's your slime, brother. Jasmine, this ghost looks like a woman to me. A lady ghost, huh? She's kind of cute. I think she's kind of cute. I like her. She's kind of cute. Why do you think Devil May Cry is so popular? Because people like making devils cry. I don't know. Bitch, give me my dog back. Exactly, right? You stupid ass hoe. You stole my fucking dog. Kinoko Tanihara is a top ghost watcher. You added the wrong thing. Oh my god. Incredible is a human being, and when we don't call human beings things, okay? All right, unless you're Hassan, because that thing is a freak. Don't ban me, Twitch. Don't ban me, Twitch. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. I'm sorry. Don't ban me. That was a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kinoko Tanihara. This is our client? Oh yeah, that must be him. His channel's not the most well known, but it gets attention for exploring his topics related to spirits. He has a lot of subscribers. Searching the name, I helped me find more about him. Why do you think Devil May Cry blew up in popularity when they gave him a brother? I feel like that's not why people got popular. I feel like that's not why Devil May Cry got popular. It's because, you know, the people like killing devils. You're crying? No. Goodbye, Incredible. Where is Tilly? Why is Tilly? It was nice. No, oh, I'm not gone. Why does the first Tilly redeem not work? Why is this not working? What is happening? Where are my Tillys? What the fuck? Is my bot fucked up? What? Oh, it was just delayed. Okay. All right, we're gonna have like 80 million Tillys. Clipped. It was good knowing you. Send it to the Twitch cops. No. You guys aren't narcs, right? You guys wouldn't narc on me. You wouldn't do that. Actual biggest writing betrayal is fucking Usagi drop. Fuck that author for real. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea what happened. Everyone hate that. Forever banished. I'm not going to hell. I'm never going to hell. I'm not. Tilly is gonna come back from the abyss like she is right there. Looking at what people are saying about Tanihara. Search it up. Niche internet celebrity, you need guide keywords to narrow things down. We're like look at our rumors, locations. Try looking for some related keywords. Spirit spot map. What was wild? Yeah, wait, was Usagi drop the one with like the cosplay girl? Like the blonde one with the long nails. The real deal, no way. It's not that scary. Usagi Drop is a story about a father and daughter adopted. At the end, she grows up and they get together, but it was a fucking left turn. That's so the author's barely disguised fetish. That's the author's barely disguised fetish so hard. That's Dress Up Darling. Dress Up Darling looks cute. I don't know anything about it, but I've seen the girl and she looks very cute. Spirit Spot map. How scary? Give it a search. Okay. We'll do both at once. Wow. Should have drawn and quartered for that. I think we should be able to, more people should be tied to snowmobiles and ripped apart, I think. Not me, certainly not me. I don't deserve to be tied to anything and ripped apart by anything, but I think other people should, you know. Looked on the Spirit Spot map that Kanoko was using for his streams, it showed up right away. Website you can use to look up spirit spots. You should look up your neighborhood. There might be spirit spots near you. I don't want to do that. Usagi Drop is a cute story about a man adopting his grandpa's abandoned love child, only for it to have a sudden time jump in the end, find out she's not related, and decides to hook up with her. That's so bizarre. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You don't have to do that. You can, like, tell a good story and not have it end in, like, weird, creepy, like, pseudo-incest, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's an old lady ghost who chatters on and on at a rapid pace. That's me! Umeki Flats Umekicho. That placed information in my area, haunted by a young woman's ghost. Umeki Flats. Need to write this down. Information in their area. Matches we heard from others. Maybe it's the one. Locally famous spirit spot. Okay. Nice. The anime is perfect because it ends with they're still a little kid, the dude implying to hook up with a single mom in her kindergarten. Yeah, I mean, listen, yo. When you've got the successful MILF storyline, you know, like, you've got, like, the MILF B plot, that's pretty good, right? You know, that's kind of how you need to end your shows, right? You have, like, the heartwarming story of a man adopting an orphaned little girl, and he raises her to be an upstanding individual, and there's also the MILF B plot, right? Yeah. Bullseye, found the address on the Spirit Spot map. Umekicho 123, Umeki Flats 104. If there's a MILF, why would you go for the child you raised? I know, it's weird. Definitely something there. Makes it worse is the manga before was that the struggles of raising a small child. Yeah, no. Ghost hunting permit, the snow spirit spot. Jasmine, I really can't handle ghosts at all. I'll see them all, I'm sure of it. Seeing them won't hurt, will it, if they're just hanging out? True. Besides, they're not really ghosts, right? I'm just scared just as much. Gotta do what you gotta do. It's a pain, but we need to identify which urban myth might be related. Girl, you're in the car, dog. Not my job, so I'll leave it to you. Girl, you're just the driver. You get it. You got it easy. Umeki Flats 104. Hello. We're here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And then, bam, he marries his teenage adopted daughter. Yeah, I can see why that's weird. You're a girl. Could you be the one in the prophecy? Huh? What are you talking about? All right, man. Don't talk about prophecies. Life shall be taken from they who face the mirror and call the woman. Is that card an Illuminate card? That can be our next vid. Kinoko's fate was prophesized. Why is he so sweaty? Not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, is that card? No, just brainstorming. It's nothing really. Introducing myself. Kinoko, blah, 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 blah. Did you see Kinoko's spirit stream? Did you see the woman? Yeah. I've been getting so many inquiries since that stream. They all want to collab. So happy here. Your Urban Myth Dissolution Center has a solid channel too. I watch every vid. Oh, thank you. I should collab with this guy. How many tens of thousands of followers are you at? Got me thinking maybe we could share some fans with each other, couldn't we? Share some fans? I thought your request was, oh, that, yes, just as I wrote. I want to see for myself and prove that ghosts are real, that I'm not setting this up. Usagi Drop still makes you mad? I mean, I could see how that would make people mad. I could see how people would not like that. I don't stream during the day, so go ahead and check out this place. Okay, sure. First, we should look into why the ghost was filmed, what happened during the stream. Then after some of that's cleared up, we should ask about the Illuminate card. Hey, you might be getting the hang of this investigator job. Investigation on. Wow. Rage of Bahamut still makes you mauled. The only Bahamut I know is from Final Fantasy. And as far as I know from Final Fantasy, Bahamut was a dragon trapped in a moon that when they exploded it, it gave us that gif that you post when it's like minor spelling mistake, you know, like minor typo, and it's the elf guy looking into the sun as it burns him alive. That's all I know about Bahamut. Final Fantasy mentioned. Yeah, exactly. That's the only Bahamut that I know is from Final Fantasy. I still haven't played Dawn Trail. I have some friends who play Final Fantasy. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14. That's Louis Swa dying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that guy. He gets cooked by Dragonfire. The smell of a new tatami mat. Check floor. Face to floor. One of the new tatami mats look new. Tatami mats must be expensive, but why would you want to change just one? Okay. Old Louis Suave. Yeah, he kind of got owned. He kind of got owned by Bahamut. Haven't finished Dawn Trail either. I haven't played since I finished the pre-Dawn Trail stuff. The post Endwalkers, whatever. Haven't you finished 6.3? Yeah. I'm probably never gonna stream Final Fantasy. But it was fun. I played Reaper. Reaper was my class. I really enjoyed that class. Or 6.4. Yeah. Cameras and light, streaming equipment. Have to make sure I don't knock them over. Look closer. So he's filming the mirror from here. Hey, I see Jasmine in the mirror. So that area around the entrance would be the camera's frame. That might mean that Jasmine's a ghost. Fuck, man. Shit, man. Fuck. You did Endwalker in 3 days. Dawn Trail's like a slog for you. I really, really enjoyed Shadowbringers. Endwalker was okay. But I hadn't been playing for like 10 years, so it wasn't like the same to me as it was to some other people. It didn't carry the same emotional weight to me. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Wait till the next X-Pack. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna go back to it. I don't know. I'll have to take another look. Shadowbringers slapped. Oh, Shadowbringers was so good. I love Shadowbringers. I cried. Shadowbringers made me cry. I wept like big baby, man. This mirror is the one that showed the ghost in the video. Maybe I shouldn't stare into it. Oh yes, I need to ask about the spirit that appeared in it. Hell Vision. Oh. Huh. Well, this seems highly specific. I feel like there's not a lot of ambiguity of what's going on here. Endwalker greater than Shadowbringer. Sorry, liberals, the truth hurts. You want to hear my controversial Final Fantasy opinion? My opinion is that, fuck, what were they called? It's A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, and then what was the name of the one after Heaven's Word? I can't remember. Stormblood. Stormblood was better than Heaven's Word. That's my take. That's my hot Final Fantasy take. I enjoyed Stormblood way better than I did enjoyed Heaven's Word. You know? Lala just says die. Xenos and Estinian. Xenos is just whatever, man. Xenos was like so... Xenos was such a boring character to me. You know, Xenos was just like, okay, man, we get it. You're edgy and like you don't have like feelings, you know? Cool. All right, all right, man, whatever, dog. Get on with it. That's kind of wow. Stormblood sucks. I told you people don't like my take on this. In my opinion, I enjoyed Stormblood more than I enjoyed Heaven's Word, and I thought if I had to order my favorite X packs, it would be Shadowbringers, Endwalkers, Stormblood, Heaven's Word. Am I missing one? Was there 5? No, I think it was just those ones, right? And then A Realm Reborn is last because A Realm Reborn sucks. Shaking your head. I'm sorry. This is just my onion. I'm just being H with you. I'm TBing my H with you right now, chat. You know, if I'm sorry you don't like my onion. AR has a very specific early adventure kind of fantasy vibe that's unique to ARR in your opinion. I think if you cut out like half of ARR, it would be good. The step part of Stormblood for me was just so sluggish. I loved the steps because I fell in love with Sadu. I saw Sadu and it was love at first sight. She was my beautiful blue wife, and I want to marry her forever. I'm sorry. The only X-Pack to come close to that was Stormblood. I think if you took the Stormblood and you took both regions and you made them each their own X-Pack, then it would have been even better. But I just didn't find Heaven's Word to be that interesting. I just wasn't super interested in it. Rage of Bahamut was a series based. You're ignoring your sweetheart. Oh, L sweetheart. Ouch. Rage of Bahamut was a series based vaguely off a very popular gacha. The first season was very good, and there was a second season which no one expected. It's twice as long. People were excited. The story ends up being how a genocidal slaver who accepted the villain was secretly a misunderstood love interest in his journey to stop the evil dragon. A beloved child was killed off to punish a fan favorite character who was his mother, and also the evil king didn't even kill the dragon. Wow, that sucks actually. Sadu was good. Sadu was my beautiful wife. The steps was eh. The steps were so good. The steps were so good. I think if you took the two different regions and split them into their X-Pack each, I think then people would have liked it better. They tried to cram everything together at once, and it doesn't. Like, I see the idea they were going for, which is like the split region kind of idea. Horde, kill that guy with arrows. My Mongol horde of moderators, please throw the severed heads of her generals over her city walls and infect her populace with mad cow disease from our diseased cow corpses. What the? A long-haired woman straddling a man? No, what's going on here? Looks different from the shadow shown in the video. Well, they're having a good time. Hi, lady. Oh, she's cute too. Look at her, she's cute. Mods make a feigned retreat. Mods commit a war crime. Mods dress up in medic clothes and pretend that you're helping the wounded, and then stab them as they come closer. Activates living dead. Stop. That's where 14 suffers how much they shoved it too much into one X-Pack. Garlemald and Walker should have been way longer. I think that was like COVID guilty. I think COVID was guilty of that. Unfortunately, Stormblood did not have any excuses, but COVID, I think, kind of gimped Endwalker a little bit. Mods make... I'm sorry, Dave. Mods make a feigned retreat is making me laugh so good. Part where he takes the MC girl out on a date to the fucking slave slums, and they come across a group of children playing soccer, but the soccer ball is a skull because they have nothing else, and he fixes it by giving them a sack full of rocks. Sounds like a generous guy. You know, I feel like a skull would be a way better ball anyway, right? Like, I feel like a skull is way better than a bag of rocks. You know, Dawntrail is good, you think it's slow. Biggest story problem is there are a lot of characters still alive, even though the wider... I mean, there's nothing wrong with just not going back to a character. Apartment's full of scary shadows. Cameras are pointed this way, so it couldn't have been the shadow itself that showed up. I don't think... You don't have to kill a character to just stop writing about them. Hello, Just Backs. Welcome in. Why am I upside down? So then you guys can see the cute art of the characters in the game. Welcome in, by the way. So you guys can see the cute art. Could unleash you on the populace. Convert a good number. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Peeking in from here, you see the mirror and the camera through it. Where was the ghost? Check the shadow's traits. 14 gameplay died when they got rid of state dancing. I never played it. I only played, like, I didn't really play any of the state characters. Mission accomplished. I know it's you, Wallet Backs. I know your name is Backs. Of course I recognize you. Come on. Come on. How could I not know? How could I not know? Long hair looks like a dress. Yeah. Aw, nice try. A for effort. I like your banana peel badge. Gone bananas. That's very cute. Very cute. Your banana pill, banana core, your potassium mode. Replace the main character with me. That would be... I would love to be drawn in a cute little sprite form like that. They seem really angry. The shadow's a ghost. Does this mean I'm now able to see actual ghosts and not just past events? This is definitely... This is just like a stilted lover bit here. Hey man, what's good? What's good, man? Oh, this is some kind of strung out woman. Watch the tank run off and Orm Veil before protect. Oh, L. Neighbor, would you mind if I ask you something? About the neighbor. Lady, this literally looks like my strung out neighbor who lives next door. That's a woman? I don't know. The hairband is kind of telling me it is, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It looks like my strung out neighbor. Can I ask you about your neighbor? About room 104. Oh, I see, room 104. You want to know about room 104 where that horrible incident happened. That's like if you were in a dungeon where it's below level to unlock either. People are like, stone skin, protect, stone skin, protect. She look like she's on coke and fent. Chat, hit the coke, hit the fent nod, hit the fent nod. Use a DRG main till Shadowbringers. I also was a Dragoon main. I started with Dragoon, and then I moved to Summoner, and then I moved to Reaper, and then I played Reaper exclusively. White Mage? Oh, you would. I know more than anyone else. Guess why? Because I live next to 104. God, what a creepy smile. That's great to hear about the neighbor. Would you happen to know anything about the rumors around this apartment? Goon main? Do not say that. Do not say that. We are not a goon main. This is not a goon household. Reaper's a good replacement for DRG. I enjoy Reaper. I enjoy Reaper thematically, and I enjoy the playstyle. I like moving to back and front. It's good. Goon main +2. I do not main goon, chat. I'm not a goon mainer, alright? Listen, I don't mainline goon. Izami Fukurai, can I ask you your name? Oh, the nameplate. Miss Unaired? It's Unai. You're gonna forget anyway. Miss Neighbor is fine. I don't want to know your name. God, what a bad face. Not a goon household. Top 10 lies of Brighter Malfon. listen, man. We do not. This is a never goon zone. Any gooners will be dragged into the street and torn apart by snowmobiles. I love to goon. I love to goon. No, we don't goon. We don't goon. I've been their neighbor since long before that incident happened. I know this apartment better than anyone. About Kinoko-san. Then how about Kinoko-san? -2. Do not -2 me. Yeah, Kinoko, your neighbor in room 104. Yes. Did he move in without knowing anything? Poor him. And Clip, don't stop. Out of context. Not fair. Because I live where I said Maynor. Maynor? I switch rooms if I could. I envy him. I heard he does that thing on the internet, like on TV. Oh yes, that's right. The residents here are scary too. Somewhat scary neighbor. Ooh. Clue, this neighbor's a fucking freakazoid. Were you able to watch Kinoko's live stream video? Huh? Eh? The ghost showed up in that video. The ghost? It did? Of course it would. We're famous around here as the haunted apartments. I don't know what this video is about, but I feel the ghost presence. You do? The boy in room 104 too, probably. He was doing this creepy ritual. This neighbor lady hasn't seen the video itself. Come to think of it, I wonder what ritual he was doing in the stream. Several things I should check in with Kinoko-san about ghosts in stream. Maynor say it a certain way and you didn't say it that way, so not a Maynor. Oh, I mean, hey, you know, I mean, I've said what state I live in, so I mean, I don't live in Maine, but I have a friend who does. I have a friend who lives in Maine. Wow. As much as you love talking about 14, you should lay down, stricken with Final Fantasy vapors. Stricken with I got the vapors. You weren't around for that reveal? Oh no, I think it's probably on a VOD somewhere. I don't know when I was talking about it. Would you happen to know anything about the ghost room to haunt this apartment? Family in Maine, but you don't love them enough to go see them? Maine's a nice place. I've been to it. If you like lobster, which I do, it's good. Live in ignorance. It's the fun mystery. The fun mystery of not knowing exactly where I live, which is a good mystery to have for me. I mean, the ghost used to live in room 104. Police cars and ambulance, quite a crowd here. You were watching. Were you there when it happened? Did you see or hear anything? I heard the sound of something breaking, a scream, crash, and such, but these folks aren't strangers to fighting. I heard a man screaming. I peeked through the entrance. There was blood everywhere. Oh! Pasta Thursday. You know how it is. This photo's from back then. Like to go, but maybe not to see them? Yeah, I mean, you know. Blood everywhere. You mean the whole room was red? No, just around the middle. It looked like a fountain of blood. It spurted from the center of room 104. Near the middle of the room rings a bell. Up in the middle of the room. You know how it is. Pasta Thursday. Ghost characteristics. I'm about the ghost said to appear in this apartment. This lady's just Irma. Oh, she's cute. Look at her. She's cute. Have a good lie down, by the way. Incredible. If you're gonna go lie down. Final Fantasy. What is this clip? If that is the I'm gonna goon clip, I'm perturbed. I'm peeved. I'm a little put off. You might say. Would it happen to have straight long hair, be wearing a white dress? She's so cute. I love her. You know about her then. You're more than meets the eye. Yes, she had long hair, always wore a white dress. I thought so. It's a woman, correct? Huh. Oh, it's nothing. Noting down, the ghost of the entrance was a woman with long black hair wearing a white dress. You can't say that to Immortal Goons. You know what? I guess for anybody, if any chatter can clip the gooning commentary, it is Immortal Goons. It's in the name. I feel like if any chatter's allowed to be like, streamer, here's the part in your stream where you said goon. It's in your name. I feel like that's fair. That's kind of fair. You should be thankful it wasn't any of the other stuff I said tonight that would get me banned. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate not adding the FBI with my commentary about Hassan or political assassination. Everyone needs one clip where they're enthusiastic about gooning. I feel like that's not true, but you know what? I'm Ty. I'm gonna be in your stream next time you go live, and I expect to be able to be provided with the opportunity. A ghost and woman 304. Do you know the apartment's famous for its rumors? It's on the internet too, yeah? Welcome to the haunted and the vaunted Umeki Flats. I see visitors even taking pictures sometimes. Owner's worried sick. That mushroom boy in 104. I wonder how long he'll last. Famous haunted apartments. Creepy woman. Should write some notes while I can. You're not so easily set up. Alright. I'm gonna get you one of these days. Can you say I love to goon in your... Yeah, can you just... Ty, I have a brand new sardines company. They're called I Love Gooning I Love Gooning Unlimited. They can a very rare type of sardines called the goonfish. New subspecies just recently discovered. You may be the first man to ever try them. I'll just bring it up on stream and I'll remember to send you the details. Really interested in Ghost. That's it. She seems to enjoy rumors. Unlimited gooning, yeah. Unlimited can never be stopped. Oh, if you guys don't know, Ty is doing this. Ty was doing this really cool project where he made like a Joel business card. He made like a little 3D printed plastic business card where like he like had a spinning Joel inside of it. It was very, very cool. If you guys are interested in cool 3D printing stuff or like sardine stuff, definitely go check out Ty's stream. He does a lot of fun stuff like this. Passing him a piece of paper, ask him to read to me out loud at off Kai. Says, I love to goon. You have your phone audio. Lady living in the next door to room 104 gets excited any mention of the room and knows a ton of rumors. I'm going to ask her about the ghosting in the apartment, but she's scary though. Gonna be a menace to InfoSec. Yeah. See, this is one more reason why I don't go outside of my home. Interested in sardine stuff. I mean like I wanna Ty does like did like a whole like sardine blind box. It was a very fun stream to watch. If you're interested in sardine content, Ty is your man. Go check out Sardine Man Ty Misi. Room on the first floor. Also, welcome in Agumi, by the way. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Room on the first floor of Meki Flats. Under contract by Komoko. Previous occupant committed murder-suicide. One of the tatami mats is unusual clean. Well, that's probably where they cleaned all the blood off. Just recording goon audio. I don't know, girl. I think that might be worse. What about the ghost sighted around? Long-haired woman in a white dress. I know a thing or two about fish in cans. Long hair wearing a white dress. She looks like a textbook ghost almost. So scary. Hi, Charles. What's with the confused face? We're talking about fish. Heard I was gooning live. I'm not gooning live, you little wretch. Ghost of a young woman seen multiple times at Umeki Flats. We're talking about sardines, which is much cooler than gooning. We're talking about sardines. Fish is yucky. Fish is not yucky. Fish is delicious and peem. Let's think about what happened during the live stream. Let's see. About the ghost who showed up in Kanoko-san's video. Didn't have to pin that one. Kinoko-san himself didn't actually see it. Is it because he's sensitive to spirits? Mrs. Ami, what was the situation like during the live stream? So the director's still around. Fish is top tier meats. Fish is so good. I want to have fish again. Maybe I'll get some salmon, and maybe I'll make a salmon. Maybe I'll make some for dinner tomorrow. Fish tacos in San Jose. Oh, I would kill somebody for a good shrimp taco right now. I would hurt a human being for a good shrimp taco right about now. Isn't Pasta Thursday without sardines and gooning? This is true. You know, I've never had a Pasta Thursday that I couldn't goon to. Mwah, kiss. Hi, Mickey Noon. Mwah, mwah. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Mwah. Mickey Noon, what's your opinion on Pasta Thursday? Just a figment of my imagination. Feels kind of funny. Anything wrong? No, I'm fine. Situation during the live stream. Mickey Goon. Welcome in, Mickey. Welcome in, Michael Goon. Kinoko Tanihara confirmed that he never saw the ghost himself. Nah, don't have to clip that. Get a giant tortilla and roll up shrimp. But I wanna get some fried shrimp, and I wanna make shrimp tacos. But I need to get shrimp. I need to fry it. I need to do everything else. Mods banned. Mods, please pick Lala up and shake her upside down until all of her allowance comes out of her pockets, which I will then use to buy fish tacos with. Cook salmon because that will help me grow tall. I have bad news for you, shrimp. I don't think I'm going to be growing any higher. Maybe any taller. Maybe I should just buy inserts. Maybe I should buy inserts for my shoes. How about the viewers who are watching the stream? Right, the viewers are all worked up about seeing the ghost. What could this mean? Maybe we saw a disembodied head who was edited into the stream by oh, maybe we saw a wait and oh no, maybe we saw a humanoid. Hold on, maybe we saw a disembodied head edited into the stream who reflected in the mirror behind and edited in the stream by Kinoko-san. No, that's not right. I mean, neutral like Antarctica? I don't think Antarctica, the penguins would pick a side. The penguins, given an option, if you give a penguin a gun, it will decide between good and evil. Alright? Yeah, you guys you sort that out. See what you guys want to do with Lala. Maybe like drag her out in the street and have her ripped apart by snowmobiles. Maybe we saw a humanoid ghost who was outside the room and reflected in the room behind Kamiko-san. Wow, we got it. Tilly timed out for 1 second. Got his ass. Santa Claus's elven stratocracy. I feel like again, given a gun, a penguin would choose between good and evil, and they would attempt to incite a Santa's workshop elf slave uprising. I feel like if you could run if the penguins would run guns to Santa's elves. I do not auto add Tillies. No, the Tillies are added automatically. Thank you for Tilly conflict. We are experiencing a drastic change in the Tilly population. Please bear with us. Humanoid ghost was on the room reflected in the mirror. Sounds about right. We know what happened during the live stream. I feel like I've been kept awake at night wondering how one could run guns to the French. You know, I feel like if there's any nationality of people that would really appreciate a good gun runner, it's the French, right? Down for Pasta Tuesday to answer your question, but I'm cooking. No, so Pasta Thursday is a day where a man in a red hoodie, also known as the Pasta Man, shows up at your house, and if he catches you breaking pasta in order to cook it, he'll throw pasta sauce all over your room and then hack you to pieces with an axe. Why am I so pro-French? I'm just, you know, I can appreciate, you should be pro-French too. They were big allies for us for a lot of our history. You know, the French were really good friends for us for a long time. Pasta Thursday has become very controversial. Pasta Thursday is a hot topic. You don't like that? Oh no. Oh, Mickey Noon. He who does not like Pasta Thursday is twice as likely to be visited by the Pasta Man. I'm sorry. Observe. It's in the shade, kind of dreary overall. Look at the window. Pasta Thursday, the apolitical event. Pasta Thursday is like a force of nature, really. Pasta Thursday is something that happens to you, you know, it's like a tsunami, you know, it's like a hurricane. Pasta Thursday recently touched down in Tornado Alley. 18 kitchens covered in red sauce. Not a single person left alive. I like everyone as long as you're not a software developer. That seemed like a bit of a pointed comment, judging by our company, Mickey Noon. Breaking the pasta. Mods, hit a gumi with red sauce. Mods, chop her to pieces with an axe. Don't let that stand. You can't do that. You can't. It's Pasta Thursday. You can't. Listen, man. It may be Saturday night, but it's Pasta Thursday somewhere. Okay. You stealing. See, Shade Kaneko is also committing grave sins by stealing La Amanita. Get her out of here. Mods, get that woman out of here. Drag that Vizcacha down to the fucking gallows, alright? The kitchen window has frosted glass. You can't see much by peeking in. I don't see anything unusual, but it's kind of creepy still. Is Kanoko-san gonna continue living here? Plans for moving. Anything to save Tilly? We've got Tilly's biggest warrior. Tilly's bravest shooter out there. Oh, now that I'm upside down, I'm hanging out with Ceiling Tilly. It's me and Ceiling Tilly hanging out upside down up here. I thought I might find something, but no luck. I might see someone with the glasses on. We've already done the glasses. Hello, beautiful babe. I like this girl. She's cute. We already looked at her. We saw these two having a good time. Examine. Free Tilly. Hashtag free Tilly. I mean, Ceiling Tilly is having a good time. Ceiling Tilly loves being on the ceiling. If the neighbor lady was right, does this mean the incident did happen here? They said incident, but I wonder what happened. Looks like a serious fight going on. Brother, this looks like more than a serious fight. This is, I don't know, man. This is more than a serious fight. This is what happens when you break the pasta for Pasta Thursday. This is the pasta woman, you know. Pasta man, he'll throw the red sauce everywhere. Pasta woman, she'll stab you to death. Me and who? Well, the tatami mat got replaced because, you know, there was blood all over it. Details about the incident. A ghost that appears in the room. It seems like it's been showing up for a while now, not just during yesterday's live stream. We've been gathering some clues for the investigation. I wonder what the ghost was like, the one that I saw. Maybe I saw the woman who killed the man near the entrance. No, that's not quite right. Let's try to remember the neighbor's story and the shadows see through the glasses. The shadow in the dress who appears at the entrance in the room. Who could they be? Woman who killed the man in this room? Okay, not too far bad. Not too far out. I saw the woman who killed the man in this room. Oh yes, judging from the shadows I saw with the glasses, a woman was attacking a man. And once she was done, she probably left this world herself. Which would mean murder-suicide! Me and who? Murder-suicide! Listen, man. If anything, in a murder-suicide, I would be the one murdered, probably. I feel like I'm probably gonna get killed by somebody one of these days. Details on the incident. All right, let's talk to Jasmine. This is the apartment he streams from. Talk about Rundown. Definitely haunted. Don't make that face when I say that someone's gonna murder me in a murder-suicide, Kogo. Don't make that face. Not necessary. About the investigation. Jasmine? About the ghost that shows up in the video. What should I look into and how? You're asking me about ghost stuff? Well, start by talking to Komoko Dude. Next, check the room he streamed from. I think she's meant to be, like, American. I think she's, like, an American woman because based on how she's talking, I think. Or, like, Western, at least. From before the fight literally broke you when you saw the news story that night? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just making a bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring up bad memories. Oh, I'm sorry. The lady outside might be from around here. Ask her if she knows any of the ghost rumors. Thank you, I'll do that. Were you able to read the nameplate? Jasmine, were you able to make out the neighbor's nameplate? Oh yeah, unsettling something thingy. Her name is Unai-san. You actually talked to that lady? Epic people skills, Sammy. That unreal lady, the neighbor. I'm relieved. Phew, I'm much more comfortable talking to you. She was a sweet girl with an infectious smile laugh. Oh, well, may she rest in peace. May she be doing better in the next world, in the next life. My personality shines through sometimes. By the way, did the lady see the ghost in the vid? I want to check whenever it looked like the ghost in the local rumors. Good idea. She says she knows a lot about the apartment, so I'll ask her what I can. Ghost in the video. Let's talk to Chucklefuck Jones over here. Wowza, if only we had a Zashiki Warashi mascot like you, viewers would love it. Huh? What? The card's prophecy. Tilly sent to oblivion. Thank you, Immortal Goons. Kanoko-san, do you know about the Illuminate cards? Tilly extermination begins. And the repopulation efforts continue. Cards with prophecies on them, yes? What are you, a Zimmer 2? Oh no, I just happened to visit the Samizima website. I thought I read something there about a card with a mirror and a woman. Oh really? I'm the one in the prophecy? Best viewer game material ever. What I'd give to be cursed like that. About work. Can I start by asking you about your work? Kinoko-san is a live streamer, yes. I've been doing this for quite a long time. Shifted focus to the occult around 5 years ago. You have a ghost watching channel, right? I default to streaming live on site from spirit spots. My solo hide... Oh my goodness. My solo hide and seek video went ballistically viral, and here I am. Ballistically viral, I see. I default to planning, blah, blah, blah. That's about it. And you handle all this equipment alone? That's really cool. Mind if we take a look around the room? About the stream, War of the man, this happens frequently. People really like to kill Tilly painfully with lots of like big knives, or they like to like cradle her in like a big giant like baby swaddle, and they keep her safe forever. There's nobody who's neutral on Tilly. People have very strong feelings about Tilly one way or the other. You know, there is no Swiss equivalent of Tilly opinions. Could you tell me about the stream where the ghost showed up? Yes, the meat of the interview. I have this fixed camera in the room and was waiting in front of the room for a ghost to appear. And voila. Or the third thing, there is no secret third option for Tilly. There is no secret third option for Tilly. And I would prefer if you didn't bring it up, Kogarin. I would prefer if you did not say this. I would prefer if you did not start discussing third options. Tilly's doing something right. Tilly is doing everything right. She's my cute little thing. She's my cute little thing. That thing, you'll never forget it. Any other ghosts made appearances in your streams before? I wouldn't say they made an appearance, but this time is the first time their form has been so clear. I guess making sure the mirror was probably being filmed helped a lot. Playing with my Tilly right now? Agumi, I don't know if you should be saying that out loud. That's kind of, I mean, you know, who up playing with they Tilly, you know? Did you see a ghost? Kinoko-san, did you see the ghost directly during the stream? Yeah, about that. I admit I never got to see it myself. Got a ton of comments saying behind you. So I spun around quickly, but nothing's there. When you turn around, you see the mirror on the wall. If someone was around here, you'd have seen them. Tilly's provocative. Yeah, Tilly it's provocative. Gets the people going. We're Tillying, so we're Tillying out, kind of. We're kind of having a Tilly moment. Hashtag Tilly moment. Oh, man. Threatening people with a good time, Shade Kaneko. Oh, no. Does this mean the ghost wasn't around here? Maybe the apartment ghost was trying to head somewhere and happened to be filmed. Would that be possible? Oh, shit, I'm telling... Death. We gotta get Death Groups back together so that they can do a Tilly-themed album. I think they would love it. I think Death Groups would love Tilly. I think they'd see her and they'd be like, I'm sorry, we have to get back together. Even though we have an insufferable Reddit audience, and we have to make a Tilly-themed album. It's gonna be, instead of ex-military, it's called ex-tilitary. And it's gonna be 666 Fork Tilly. I'm feeling it. Tachyon. Good point. If we know the answer, we can catch it on film for the next stream. Yes, we really need to know where the ghost was headed. Need answers, quick. And here we go ghost hunting. About this room. Kinoko-san, are you still gonna live here? Are you considering moving too? Kinoko-san isn't actually living here. No. I'm just renting this place as a studio. Ah, I see. Glad to hear. I was getting worried. But isn't it scary streaming from a spirit spot? Precisely why I rented it. The reason I had that mirror and frame was because it came with the room too. That came with the room. I thought it was a prop. Why bother running a place that doesn't have its share of ghost rumors? One thing though, my neighbor jumps on any related gossip, so watch yourself. About the ghost in the video. Kinoko-san, we might have determined where the ghost was when it showed up in the video. Whoa, really? However, we only know about the exact moment the ghost was in the video. We believe it was standing near the entrance and peeking into the room. So I was too focused on the camera to notice. About the ritual. You were doing a serious ritual in the video. What exactly was it about? Ah, yes, that was a seance, a spirit summoning ritual. We're gonna do I should do a seance stream. I should do a seance live stream. That would be pretty good. I'm not, you're wicked for that sentence, Agumi. You're evil. Evil, wicked, awful. There was a seance, a spirit summoning ritual. It did one I found on the net, just as written. At 2 a.m. in a dark room, stand in front of a mirror, turn around 3 times. Turn around 3 times. Speak the name Mary to the mirror 3 times. And that's it. Sending Zagan my way. Zagan is like a bitrate fucking performer. I don't need Zagan and his dumbass little pennies. Okay? That's it, nothing else. Do this and the ghost should appear in the mirror. This is a summoning ritual that dates back to the Middle Ages, tried and true. Pretty simple for a ghost summoning ritual. If I was a ghost, you'd have to do something super complicated. In terms of human to Tilly relations, oh god, don't say it like that. Don't bring up the Vaporeon copy pasta, because that's evil. They are pentacles. They are little stupid ass little pennies. You should really be careful on that prophecy. You might find yourself in danger. Oh yes, please. I feel like my opinion is that you guys want to know my, not the Vaporeon copy pasta. Do you guys want to know my opinion on Vaporeon? You guys want to know my opinion on Vaporeon? Who wants to hear my opinion on Vaporeon? Our client who requested this investigation, Kinoko Tanihara, a ghost watching streamer on Bluetooth. His hairstyle reminds me of a tasty Matsutake mushroom. Yes, Matsutake, king of the shrooms. Was he really? He didn't come off as all that deluxe. His hairstyle reminds me of Kinoko-san. Yes, Kinoko Tanihara with the mushroom cut. Human and Tilly relations are amicable. There, it's just true. Tilly will be your best friend. Tilly will be your best friend if you take care of her and you feed her and you give her enrichment such as playing catch or taking her outside for a walk. Tilly enjoys these things. You can also read to Tilly a bedtime story. She enjoys the history of the Ottoman Empire. She enjoys the logistical accomplishments of the American military-industrial complex. Get this, guys, in terms of chaos spawn and human relations, all those tentacles. You want my opinion on Vaporeon? My opinion on Vaporeon is that I think Vaporeon is a very cute design. I think in terms of like the visual of all the other Eevee evolutions, I think Vaporeon's the best one. I think Jolteon and Flareon are not very interesting looking. And all the other ones are kind of like, I mean, Glaceon is another good one. But in terms of like most interesting design, for for the evolutions, I think it's just the most interesting. Weird sex commentary left out. I think it just looks good. Glaceon clears, I'm afraid. Say good things about Leafeon. I don't think those ones are... I don't think they're bad. I think in terms of least interesting, I would probably put... I think Jolteon is probably least interesting to me. I just like blue. That's irrelevant. That doesn't have anything to do with my opinions. Glaceon is cool. Bias towards blue things. Agree Vaporeon is good. Jolteon clears. I'm sorry. Jolteon is like bottom in terms of interest. None of them are bad. None of them are bad. I just think in terms of like interest, I think Espeon is the one that least represents its evolutionary niche. I think Espeon is the one that's least you can tell what it is by a glance. I think it needs to turn into Vaporeon for no particular reason. Immortal Goons, I feel like you may have some kind of ulterior motive for asking me to turn into a Vaporeon. I think you may have some kind of ulterior motive. Leafeon is cute and your favorite, which means you suffer every day. We have Leafeon shooters in this chat. It's purple, that's the psychic color. I think if you lined up all the evolutions and asked me which one was which, I don't think I would be able to look at Evian or the psychic one. Espeon. If you showed me Espeon in a lineup, I wouldn't be able to tell you what its trait was. All Eevee evolution is mid. I think they could be all quite nice. I just think that, you know, there's definitely a list of more to least interesting. A BooTuber streaming a cult content room 104. He seems to used to visit spirits on site, spotlight properties with shady histories, handles all streams alone from recording and editing. Fuck you, I love shiny vomit-inducing green Espeon. I mean, okay. When you include their shiny variants, then that's a different conversation. When you have ESP in its name, I'm just talking about design. Like, just looking at it. If you took an Espeon and put it put it next to a Vaporeon, and you said to me, which element are these two creatures assigned to? Vaporeon very clearly assigned to water. Espeon, I think you'd have more options. I could maybe say ghost, or maybe poison even. It's purple, like poison is purple, you know? Shiny Umbreon for you. I don't remember what all the shiny ones look like. So I can really say. It has a magic gem on its head, so that doesn't... Poison is green. In Pokemon, poison is purple. That's the color of the status effect. Poison is purple. Caught and bred so many shiny EVs in your life. I never really got into like the big advanced Pokemon. Like I never did like EVs and IVs and stuff like that. This man doesn't know his design indicators. That I don't, which is why I pay other people to design things for me. What is so dark about Umbreon? He's got these really bad intrusive thoughts. You know, he drives a Ford F-150 and he really has a hard time when he goes past, you know, protests, right? He's pretty, you know. Have you ever heard of Umbreon? Hey, it's called Umbreon humor. Have you ever heard of it? Shiny Umbreon has blue markings instead of yellow. That is cute. That is cute. You're dying. Your mom likes Glaceon a lot. I think Glaceon is also good. I don't know. I think in terms of like design clarity, Flareon, Leafeon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon are the most obvious ones. I think Espeon and Umbreon, not really. And then I'm not familiar with anyone's past those. Sylveon number 1. I don't remember what Sylveon is. 8 literal dog shit. Jolteon. Oh my god. Shrimp with the hot takes. Your take on shiny Sylveon? I don't know what it looks like. I've never seen it. Look closer. It's the fairy. I've never seen shiny, but I would assume if I saw Sylveon, I would assume it was normal type. The pink bow tie, I would assume it would be normal type. I think if I saw that and I had no knowledge beforehand, Tatami Matt newer than the others, probably had to replace it because of the blood stains from the incident. It did happen here. It's blue as a shiny. I would probably assume Glaceon is after Vaporeon for human to male relations. We're not, this is not a ranking of most fuckable. We are not how fuckable the evolution is not coming into this discussion. Okay, that's not a conversation. Human to male. I'm leaving Incredible to defend herself for that statement. Okay, that was what she wrote. That's what I read. Okay, Agumi, go pick a fight with Incredible for that one. Green is your stamina bar. Green is grass. I think poison in Pokemon is purple and orange. Psychic is hot pink, light purple. Who up having human to male relations? Not me right now, at least. But if I had to rank them, if I had to rank the fuckability of the evolutions, I mean, I guess you guys are all up having human to male relations because you're hanging out talking to me. You're relating to me and I'm a male. We're talking. That's a relation, right? Let's turn on Hell Vision. All right. They're having a good time still. You're cool. You're not hanging. You're laying in bedtime. You're in bed mode. You're. What was the ghost like? Let's talk to you. What do you gotta say? I'm a boy. I am a boy. I'm sorry. I did have one time a chatter came in and was like, I thought you were a girl, and I was like, assigned gender by Twitch chat. That's crazy. I don't count. You forget I'm male. What does this? What does that mean? What do you mean you forget? How do you forget? What do you mean? What? Huh? Huh? What? Huh? Any questions? Let me guess. That's rough. That is rough. He's not a boy. What? I mean, I am. I'm a male. Kanoko-san, just a thought. I'm not a gnome. Fuck you, Shrimp. Fuck you for that one. That was a drive-by that you did not need to take on me. Goes in the rumors the person who died during the incident here? Oh, you know that too. That's right, the rumors aren't around the apartment as a whole. The incident happened in this very room. Gives room 104 a nice and dark history. Just think of the viewer gains. Nice and dark history. Sylveon and Glaceon have to be up there for sure. I'm Agumi, listen. You can rank how fuckable you find an evolution on your own time. I that is a line that I'm going to draw right now, is that I'm not going to be ranking evolutions based on how fuckable they are. I'm sorry. It's just my opinion is that Vaporeon, memes aside, is one of the best designed evolutions, with Espeon being not great because, okay, it's purple, that doesn't mean anything. My gnome-like qualities are certain. I have to assert my manliness like SpongeBob. I shaved 3 days ago, and I'm still pretty smooth. Someone makes me write a tweet ranking the fuckability of the EVs. Well, if you made me write the tweet, you have to. So when you make me write a tweet, it has to be what you want me to tweet out. If you write a tweet and you just say Malphon, which EV do you think is the most fuckable? That's what I'm gonna tweet. I tweet out verbatim what you put in the redeem. So you have to make your own EV fuckability list, and at that point, it's not my opinion anymore. It's yours. Found out quite a lot about the ghost. Doesn't mean Kanoko dude summoned the dead ex-resident of 104 with this ritual. Took a drink of water, got so mad about being called a gnome, you got water up your nose. Okay, well maybe, you know, I'm not a fucking gnome, you awful witch of a woman. Nah, not too bad overall. With this much info stacked up, boss man shouldn't be long. Discuss EV fuckability. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. After I'm gonna finish this scene, I'm gonna talk. God. If not gnome, why gnome size? Gnomes are like 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall. Disgust being a gnome. You people are awful to me. This room was blessed by the fortuitous appearance of an anomaly lava on camera. His name is Kanoko Tanihara. I see. Mr. Kanoko was not only unafraid of the prophecy on the Illuminate card, but actively hoping to find himself in danger. Any progress on that end? Huh? The Illuminate cards are rumored and respected by many. I myself didn't know knowledge how these cards function. That's the log. Go on. Okay. Give me a second. Don't call me a gnome man. I'm taller than that. Compare me to a brownie? Like, the food? Because I'm so sweet? Wow, I'm so sweet? Wow. Alright, we'll do the EV fuckability. Alright, my opinion on how fuckable evolutions are is that none of them are fuckable. I'm attracted to adult human women, not four-legged animals, regardless of how how slick things may or not get from a particular certain one of them. Okay? I have Agumi, shut the fuck up. Boo. Why are you booing me? I'm right. The Cleveland Browns, don't call me that. Don't say that. Why are you booing me? I'm right. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be controversial to say that I don't want to fuck a four-legged animal. Okay? Stop throwing tomatoes at me. Stop. Stop. Alright, fine, fine. Okay, you want to hear which fucking evolution I would fuck? You want to hear it? You guys want to hear it out loud? Huh? It would be Sylveon, because it's got those long things and you can grab them as handlebars, right? It's got those long, like, headband things and you can grab them like handlebars. That's the most fuckable evolution, right? Because then you really get a lot of traction with it, you know? That's the best one. All the other ones don't have as much gripping, you know, options there, right? Not to make you author or tweet, but you're like, sorry, I gotta be, except for my manager might say you can't have that because I'm an idol. Dude's a freak. Ditto doesn't have legs. Ditto is like a ball. You could go crazy with Ditto. See, now I'm getting fucking bullied. I'm getting so fucking bullied now. No, don't turn on me. Talk about being gnome right now. I'm not gnome sized. I'm the biggest gnome in the gnome village, okay? If I was a gnome, which I'm not, okay? If I was a gnome, which I'm not, okay? But if I was, I would be the biggest gnome. I would be the gnome they ask to, like, hey, giant gnome, can you, like, go into town and buy us stuff because we can't see over the countertops and you're the only one who can stand over the countertops, you know? And they'd be like, okay, I'd be okay, sure, thank you. Can't believe you said that. Who asked? Freaking heinous. Stop. See, Shade Kaneko loves me. Shade Kaneko loves me. She cares. Regardless of my opinion on unfuckable evolutions, Shade Kaneko loves me. Okay? Confirmed gnome behavior. I'm a Smurf. I'm not. I may be blue, but I'm not a Smurf. Okay? All right. Opinion on Smurfette. Blue is my opinion on her. Even a third now. Has misfortune struck yet? My experience will be much easier if he could get cursed. For example, if an evil spirit is haunting him, he's merely a matter of exercising it. My opinion on Smurfette is that she's blue, but she's not like, she doesn't have enough limbs. I like girls with extra limbs. Good cop, bad cop technique. Yeah, you can. Please, streamer, tell me which evolution you want to fuck. Streamer, you're a disgusting freak. I'm throwing rocks at you. I'm coming to your house and I'm beating you with a sock full of toothpaste. Streamer, I'm putting nickels in a sock and I'm gonna swing them directly on your belly while you're sleeping. And you said no, you meant the canonically 6-inch tall ones. I am bigger than 6 inches. I promise. Vaporeon has more limbs. I mean, I'm talking about like arms and legs. I think a tail is like, I don't count I would consider like arms and legs. A tail is a limb, but you can have like 10 tails and it doesn't really appeal to me. I'm talking about like extra arms and legs, like spider women. I like spiders. What might happen if someone harassed by abominations or cryptids? Machamp? Yeah. Imagine the reach around you could get from a Machamp. That shit would be crazy. Inquiring minds need to know. Director son? Oh, excuse me there. Then let us both assess the clues you found on site. And I identify this. Agumi, you're such a fucking wretch. Agumi, you make me so mad. I don't feel bad now about the awful shit I say in your fucking stream. Now, you bet you. Oh, I'm not mad. I'm actually not mad. I'm not mad. Identify this urban myth. Yes. Okay. Clipped. Fuck you. Don't make that face at me. Oh, we're aura farming. Uncanny that the ghost watching streamer happened to be some of the ghosts of the apartment's previous resident. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I love Agumi. I love Agumi so much. I love Agumi so much. So much. Which urban myth does this case match? Let's get started, shall we? First, the case was initiated by the following event. He's mad? I'm not mad, chat. Kanoko-san was live streaming a ritual to summon a ghost. And a ghost appeared behind Kanoko-san, correct? That's right. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes. Tell me about the location where the live stream was being filmed. You learned that the rumor isn't just a rumor based on an actual incident. You really are the only person I know who actually gets mad? I'm not actually... Man opener, let me peel the curtain back a little bit. Let me get you behind the scenes. I'm not mad. I'm doing a bit. I'm not mad. Let's see, a little peek to see how the sausage gets made. You know, I'm not mad. He despises you. That's true. Agumi, you make me fucking sick. Every time I see your name in my chat, it makes me physically ill. Kogo, when she sees videos of Malphon scurrying across the floor wearing his pointy little red hat. Honestly, if I saw that damn thing in my living room, I'd stomp on it until it was a small brown stain. So true, you gave her the little accent. Perfect. He's so angry. Sausage, who's this one? Pants grab, pants grab, pants grab. Where was the scene of Spirit Summoning Ritual? Room 104. Agumi more like a stinky. So true, Can Man. So true. Do not make a gnome AI bot of me. That's fucked up and evil. That's fucked up and evil. You'll make me like, you'll make an AI bot of me, and all it will say is, wow, I love fucking evolutions and being 6 inches tall. That's all it'll say, and it'll be so incorrect. It won't be true to reality. Agumi would smell good. I think Agumi smells like, Agumi would probably smell either like women's perfume or hot dogs. I think those are the only two options for what Agumi smells like. Can we watch Romeo and Juliet? Put it in the request channel. It'll be there. Oh, don't steal my shirt, please. I need it, otherwise I'll be cold. I think women smell good. I think you can have one or the other. Either they smell good or they smell like hot dogs. Big fan of hot dog women. You know, hey. Yeah, there's somebody for everyone. Don't Viscachas take dust baths? Yeah, but Agumi, well, I mean, I guess she is kind of dusty. Agumi's kind of dusty. So I guess she would smell like hot dog dust, right? This place Kanoko-san's renting, 104. Good smelling dust, hot dog dust. Has an actual previous incident happen there. Great. So the stage was set was for a compelling live stream. Let's see. Let's see, where are we at? We're summoning the obelisks of torments past. Actually, about the ghost that appeared as a result of the ritual. Smell like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. That was a crazy thing to have in a movie. Like, by the way, we're gonna go out to the desert and we're just gonna throw you into the mouth. We're taking you to the desert and we're just gonna push you into the mouth that's in the desert. Like, I feel like you could do a whole movie on the Sarlacc pit by itself. You know, that's like I would watch the Sarlacc pit nature documentary. Like a fucking what's his name? David Attenborough. And here we see the Sarlacc pit eating its daily dosage of 8 intergalactic bounty hunters. Oh, you see how it'll take about 6 to 10 months for them to be completely digested. Stop. I'm not a Vor streamer. Vor fun. Do not call me that. Finish episode 2 before we reach 5 hours. We're not gonna finish this before. Once I hit like 4 hours, I'm probably gonna end stream. We're gonna resume this another day, probably. We're just fixing this. So Mrs. Ami, Kanoko-san's video. Where exactly was the ghost seen? In the mirror. The ghost was seen through the mirror. I believe we saw its reflection. Exactly. What's important here is how it first appeared in the mirror. Urban myths are defined by numerous characteristics where they appear, their goal, the words they utter. In this case, the initial manifestations were witnesses a reflection within the mirror. Coming soon to Disney Plus, Glub Shido's documentary on the pit. Sarlacc pit has multiple tentacle limbs. Would I consider it? No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna fuck the Sarlacc pit. Agumi would smell like dirt in the cold winds of the Atacama. Agumi, I would give Agumi a gun, I think, actually. Now that I think about it, Sarlacc pit is a smaller version of the Ogre's Great Maw. It is. It's true. It's true. The Great Maw has cursed the Ogress to have a wretched eternal hunger. Unfortunate for them, but I would just be different. Not even halfway through. No, we're not going to finish this at all. I thought the location where the ghost appeared might be more important. Remember, urban myths are born from rumors. They only come to be after they are noticed by someone named and mentioned in rumors. Wherever the witness happens to be where they notice that becomes the location the urban myth appears at. Yeah, we're going to hit 4 hours, then we're probably going to be done, because I have to eat, and I haven't eaten a lot today. I see. By the way, about the ghost that appeared in the mirror. It seems its existence wasn't limited to within the mirror itself. So, Mrs. Ami, you looked into this with your glasses. Have you determined where the ghost was? It was right in front of the entrance. Right in front of the mirror. Or right in front of the entrance, yeah. Kanoko-san's place. I saw a woman's shadow standing there. Excellent! The footage did indeed show a female shadow standing outside the entrance, seen through frosted glass. Aura +2. Sigma. Baby Gronk. On to my final question. About the spell that was cast during the ritual. So, Mrs. Ami, Kinoko-san uttered something as a spell to summon a ghost. Asparagus. You guys ever heard DJ Khaled saying the word asparagus? It sounds like he's casting a spell. I've said this before, right? DJ Khaled says asparagus. You know, casting that spell. What was this spell? A mantra. I don't remember what he said. A mantra of some sort. I'm pleasantly surprised you know of that. You have a knack for growing fast. Yeah, mantras are unrelated to this case itself. Please think it over again. Oh, it was a woman's name. It was Mary. It was Mary. He said Mary, Mary, Mary. Turned around, said 3 times in front of the mirror, and said a woman's name 3 times. Mary, Mary, Mary. Sweet Mary, Mother of Mercy. Precisely. Only one urban myth involves casting this spell. It's Bloody Mary. Wow. Wow, Bloody Mary. You don't need to do all this, brother. You don't. This is so extra. The urban myth that matches circumstances would be the beautiful wife, Bloody Mary. He's working so hard. Bloody Mary. What if you did the Bloody Mary bit, but instead of Bloody Mary, you got me? Chat is very distracting. Yeah, we definitely got off topic a little bit. We definitely went off the rails a couple times. Bloody Mary. What if you did Bloody Mary, but instead of Mary, you got me? Would you be mad? Would you be mad if I crawled out of your mirror? Would you be mad about it, chat? Would you hit me with a brick? Would you hit me hard enough to kill me? A female ghost summoned through seance rituals, famous overseas, due to her blood-stained appearance. She's referred to as Bloody Mary. Yes, well, you know, I don't know. Listen, I'm glad my moderators know what to do, know how to put me out of my misery, never let me escape, feed me pasta. We're running the whole gambit of answers here. We're getting a lot of options here. Why would such a ghost appear from a mirror? Mirrors are often used in all kinds of incantations. Recently popular forms of seance would include solitary hide and seek, or the square method done with 4 participants. But if the Bloody Mary ritual made a ghost appear, castle law is non-negotiable. I crawl out of Timey's mirror, and he has a loaded 9-pounder cannon pointed directly at his bathroom mirror. I look into it, I go, a gulp, and he'll pull the fucking thing and blow me to Kingdom Come. Although I would appreciate if it was pasta time instead, actually. I may have yet again witnessed the potential manifestation of an urban myth. I'm ecstatic beyond compare, phantasmagorical. Director, you're getting excited again. Oh, of course. Blue mist everywhere. Not but a fine mist. Just as the founding fathers intended. I draw my pistol on the third man. Miss completely because it's smoothbore. Nail the neighbor's dog. I run up to the top of the stairs where I have a cannon loaded with grape shot for just this kind of occasion. I light the fuse and say, "Tally-ho, lads!" Shred 2 men in the blast. It sets off car alarms. I fix bayonets and charge the third terrified rapscallion and leave him there bleeding out for the paramedics to arrive because triangular bayonet wounds are impossible to stitch up. I fucked up that copy pasta, but that's kind of how it goes. Catch me in a container and put cling wrap with holes poked over it and give me couples of water and half a tofu dumpling. Man Opener knows how to take care of me. Man Opener knows what I need in my life. Would you give me a little streaming setup too? That would be perfect. About this, that's kind of how I live already. Let me think. If the summoned ghost indeed Bloody Mary, she would leave a scratch mark on anyone she attacks. A scratch mark? A scratch? What happens then? It means that the ritual is successful, Kinoko-san will eventually find himself with a scratch mark. You love that copy pasta? It's so good. I kind of butchered it, but it's good. And for those who are scratched, they will lose consciousness at the very least, and their sanity or even lives at worst. You mean they'll die? The presence of such cursed scratches would be good evidence of the ghost's existence. Mrs. Azami, please support Kinoko-san as best you can to ensure he does get scratched. Excuse me? I'm referring to the client's request. Prove that ghosts are real. Thankfully, our client himself is open to the idea of being cursed himself. Mrs. Azami, please think about what you can do to make this happen. Are you serious? I need to go prepare the intro scene for this case's video. Let us talk later. Director, hello? I can't believe it. Was he thinking? Hey, I was thinking and? Yes, Kinoko-san? Yesterday's vid is really doing the numbers. I think I'll do another one tonight, and you can watch here if you want. Huh? Kinoko's Spirit Stream. I might be interested. Jasmine, a ghost might show up, you know. I hope he does. Mary might do something to you. I hope she does! Kinoko-san, I'm serious here. There might be a Vaporeon involved. Holy moly! I'm dead serious too. The viewers want epic results. Mwah, kiss. That one goes out to all my homies. Mwah. Hello, A-Pop. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, A-Pop, how are you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hello, 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 hello. I haven't seen her myself. She absolutely must show up. Part of the gig, I guess. I'm pretty interested in how anomalies appear and their impact. Also, Kanoko means it. Yes, Kanoko really means it. I will stop you if things get out of hand, okay? What if the ghost really does show up? I think no ghosts ever appear in your room if they avoid you. Hey, listen, you know, I think one day you'll find a beautiful ghost girl perfect for you. Stop, Agumi, you're... Mary. Huh? Mary is just the name of his real wife that he's divorced now. Even with the support from my 2 collab partners tonight, the ghost was a no-show, and that's that. It really felt like it might, but alas, that's a wrap for tonight, folks. Thank you for watching and sleep well. Hey, come on. Why are we suddenly part of the ritual? What are you thinking? Did I upset you? Sorry. Thought about the viewers too much. I'll ask you for permission next time. See, this is me. I think about the content for you guys, and I inadvertently give opinion about fuckable evolutions. I'm sorry, chat. I kind of went off the rails there. Real talk, this ritual wasn't gonna fly. But we had actual traces of the ghost. It was a good enough time. It looks exactly like him too. I don't look like this. I don't look like this. I have beautiful hair. I don't sweat like this guy does, you know. I have a robust masculine figure. Tip the Tilly next to me over. I can't. She's locked in place. Tilly is locked in, unlike me. I'm easily distracted. Tilly is locked in permanently forever. We're heading out for today, Kanoko-san. A-Pop, pay close attention to the chat replay if you can in that clip. We should be all right though. We were reflected in the mirror at the end. She's so cute. I love her. Huh? Ah! They're both cute. Huh? Fundamentally disagree. Will not elaborate. A-Pop see, like all of my takes on the evolutions have been very divisive, both on design and fuckability. Wait. Huh? What? Just now behind you, Jasmine. Behind me? What? Don't ask me about my gnome status. I don't have a gnome status. I'm not a gnome. You witch. Next day. All right, I think we're going to stop here because this is going to be the social media bit, and I'll do this next time. Robust and masculine, slender and androgynous. I do have my mother's facial features. I have been told by many people I have a very I have a very slim jawline, and I've been told that I look like my mom. Masculine and mouth on the same sentence. Like I promise. Now I'm almost short on sleep. This sucks. I really thought a woman was standing there. Oh, Jasmine, you don't have any scratches anywhere, do you? The scratches you rambling about yesterday? Nope. Malfulon. Yeah, that's my evil villain name. Slender and androgynous, more like teeny tiny and gnome-like. Soft boy. I am not gnome-like. Okay, I'm too wretched to be a gnome. Gnomes are good people usually. I'm too awful. Moving on. Let's get busy. Yes. Any talk on socials? Okay, checking now. All right. So we're gonna end here because I don't feel like doing the social media stuff, and we're just about at 4 hours. So that'll be it for the night, I think. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you for all the fun. I had a lot of fun, even though I yelled at you guys and all sorts of other stuff. I had tons of fun. Thank you so much for coming in to hang out. Let's go raid somebody. See who's ready, who's busy, who's going on. Vera is playing Anyw. Vera raided us last night, so I would like to raid her tonight. Tomorrow in the Discord, we're going to be watching a cam rip version of the Minecraft movie that has Indonesian gambling advertisements in it. So if you're interested in that, please join us. There's the Discord link right there. Thank you, A-Pop. We're going to go say hi to Vera. She raided us yesterday, so we're going to raid her now. Be nice, go say hi. You can ask Vera about which is the most fuckable evolution in her opinion. It's not a cam rip, it's better. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I got it from Sigurd. Thank you for coming out. Thank you everybody for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hugs, kisses, and mwah. Good night. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.